Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hillsborough Oval for the start of the 2018 Hunter Oval Black Diamond Cup. I'm Gary Birkinshaw. Joining me is Lucas Holmes for what will be a blockbuster first round clash between Cardiff and Newcastle City.
Good afternoon, Gary. Always great to be here with you, mate. Will be, as you said, a fantastic game with two of the league's heavyweights. Cardiff hosting Newcastle City this afternoon.
Yeah, been busy off-season for both clubs. A lot happening. What do you see from Cardiff, last year's grand finalists?
As you said, last year's grand finalists, Cardiff, looks like they're very strong, fairly unchanged line, unlike Newcastle City here, Gary, blooding a fair few youngsters this afternoon.
Yeah, look, I reckon it's probably nearly arguably the youngest Newcastle City side I've seen. They've got 8 players who are under 18 or 18 years and younger, which is fantastic for the club, and it'll be really interesting to see how those players go today. You've got the likes of Fogarty, Harrison, Watling, O'Donoghue, Crawford, Van Eusted, there, and just to name a few there as well. So Liam, I'm really looking forward to this. You know, grand finals last year, Cardiff. Newcastle finished fourth with a 1-point surprise, 1-point loss in the first semi-final. So they'll be keen to get revenge. And I'm really looking forward to the matchup in the ruck. You've got Tom Jensch, the reigning Elliot Davey medalist, up against Chris Jackson, who's returned. He's a premiership player for Newcastle City, has returned from a season at Collingully.
There with you there, Gary. Will be a very intriguing matchup as Stephen Bloom holds up the ball. We're underway for season 2018, Gary.
So the off-season's over. Football is back. And in the ruck we go. Newcastle City in the navy. White shorts, kicking to the left of screen. Jensch gets a first tap down to O'Brien. Jackson there picks it up. He gets a hurried handball up in the air. Fisting forward. Haswell for Newcastle City in the middle of the ground. Jackson again robes his own ball. Holding the ball. Free kick's going to go against him there. Free kick there, holding there. And the free kick's going to go the way of Chad Mayo. No, it's not. It's going to go to you, O'Neill. So O'Neill in the centre of the ground. Looking for movement up forward. A smallish ground here at Hillsborough. He goes in short there. And a mark taken out there by O'Donnell. So O'Donnell on the half-forward flank, probably too far out to score. He's going to go looking in short there for Walker. He's not going to get him. Gets it on the bounce there. Under pressure there from the Newcastle City defence. Mitch Knight goes down. Picked up there now. Ever a good by Jackson. He's been in plenty early. He taps it over the back there in the hands that time of Dwyer. Dwyer kicks out on the wing there. Haswell picks up a Vage, one tackle, long looping handball over there to Jackson Crawford. He's going to use his pace. Right boot goes there, looks for Keast. Too much on the kick for Keast. Over the back it goes in the square. Picked up there. Great pick up there by Hayden Kavanagh. Has a snap. What a great start of the year there. Lucas, a goal to Hayden Kavanagh. First goal to Newcastle City.
Great start there for Newcastle City. Hunter Oval, looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Oval and the range of affordable SUVs. Starting from just $24,990, drive away with a 5-year warranty and 5 years roadside assistance. Hunter Oval, give you more. Book your test drive today.
It certainly is great to have Hunter Oval back on board there. And a great start there by Newcastle City. They took it from one end of the ground down to the other. And a great snap there by Hayden Kavanagh. And it's a very good start for Hayden. He's been in and out of the first grade side in recent years, but back playing first grade footy, which is good to see.
Yeah. And you saw Chris Jackson there rucking around the ground as well. Very good below his knees, Gary.
Yeah, that's one of his strengths. His rugby is also another rover as Mitch Knight gets that clearance there. This time O'Donnell picks it up, goes to Trent Thompson. He kicks out wide there looking for Jack Lennon, and Lennon takes a mark on the centre wing. Going to get in the half-forward line. Walker's the target out there up against Enright. Enright spoils that really well. Well done by the experienced defender. We're going to have a boundary throwing just in front of the broadcast area.
Sure is. Great view for it right in front of the broadcast area as we see Marcus Delure in front of us marshalling his troops, marshalling the midfield.
Yeah, in the Cardiff leadership group this year. His second year at the club. Last year's coach as MVP. Very good player. Ruckman do battle this time. Jensch taps it down. Straight to Delure, the man we're talking to. Under pressure there from Haswell. Haswell high tackle. Ducked his head though. Picked up there by Greats. Greats under pressure. Oh, look at the ball. Free kick there. It's going to go the way of Baker. Bit hot on that one, Lucas, but never mind. It's only early in the year.
It is.
So Baker, experienced defender for Newcastle City. Ultra reliable. Kicks it long there. It's going to go back there. It goes back there, and that's Tomlinson's going to take a mark. Scores. Goes in short there now. He's going to find out there, and that is Carey. So Carey once again between wing and half back. Not much to go for. They've got a good setup back here in Newcastle City. So he's going to have to go long down the line. It's going to be all Jackson, though. He should take an uncontested mark there, and he does. He's certainly outsized price there.
Yeah, wouldn't be hard there. Chris Jackson one out in the back line as Ruckman should do as he goes back to Haswell.
Haswell, as always, uses the ball really, really well and finds Dwyer out in the other back pocket. So Dwyer kicks it out wide there in that is in the direction of Stephen Scott. Under pressure there from Chad Mayo. Chad Mayo will swing around the left and get back onto his favoured right foot. No, handballs it in there now to O'Neill. O'Neill backward. Go there, O'Donnell. O'Donnell look to go inboard again, looking for Yanch. Gee, that's a dangerous kick, but gee, first Nathan that's opened it up now. It's Greats on the left boot. Look for Walker, and he's got a good football there. Great mark by Yanch, but let's go back to that kick in the middle of the ground there. They would actually opened it up, got Yanch, quick handball off, and Greats hit up Walker well.
Great chiselling kick there on the 45-degree angle. Great mark by Yanch, and handballs it off straight away to go through the corridor. Here we have Andrew Walker lining up from in front of us here, Gary.
Yep, so Walker, 35 metres out from goal, directly in front. Comes in, strikes the ball, he's pushed it, I think. No, it hasn't, it's come in. First goal of the year for Cardiff. They've evened the scores up at 1 goal apiece.
Belmont 16-footer Sailing Club. Located on the picturesque Lake Macquarie, Belmont 16 is one of the premier venues in the Hunter region, offering the very best in dining, promotions and entertainment. For all the latest news and promotions, visit 16s.com.au or find us on Facebook, the home of the Black Diamond AFL.
Certainly is. There he goes. Look at that. See the replay coming up there now. Good kick there by Walker. He's been presented very well in the first part of the year, and that's a very good kick from the full forward.
He did. He had a breakout year last year as a junior, the 19-year-old in the Black Diamond Cup last year, Gary.
Yeah, a very good, impressive kick by Greats in there again. It's a ruckman do battle again. Yench and Jackson both been influential so far for their respective teams. As Delure tackled that time there by Fogarty. O'Brien gets it out, goes out there to Trent Thompson. Looks out wide there. But Batten's going to go over Batten's head. It's going to go to Price. Price corral there, gets a good handball over the top to Lennon. Lennon tackle there immediately there by Connor Haswell. And we're going to have a boundary throw in. Just in front of the broadcast area again. We're on the right side of the ground here, Lucas.
We sure are. Just in between on that half-forward flank area for Cardiff. Umpire Colin Goodenough in front of us, throwing the ball in.
Yeah, good throw there. Yench goes over the top. Jackson wins it down the front there. Comes back. Knight goes to ground. Lennon on his get another ball up there. Just in front of us there. Good battle here so far, Lucas. Looking up really good.
Sure is. Here we see Yanch and Jackson nominate again for the ruck contest.
Jackson goes up early, gets it, and then takes the ball again. A hurry kick comes out there. Tomlinson, the first one out there, and takes a good mark. Tomlinson, great story. He's played, come from Queensland, come to the club last year. Calf injury restricted his appearance, but he's back there now with a real classy half back. As Enright picks it up, he goes a handball to Haswell, who's been very prominent early as well in his new midfield role. Anyway, to rule him, it's not going to get that far. Murphy intercepts. Murphy has a snapper goal. Looks pretty good. Josh Murphy gets the first goal for his first goal for the year, and Cardiff second.
He does start off well, Gary. The club's leading goal kicker last year, Josh Murphy. GE Industrial Solutions. GE Industrial Solutions, partnering with the mining community in the Hunter for the past 50 years, delivering safe and reliable electrical equipment and engineering services to our customers. Also proud sponsor of the BDAFL women's competition.
Yeah, look, well done there by Josh Murphy. He sort of come in, played a bit of reserves last year as well. I think he was the equal leading goal kicker in the reserves competition, but in the back end of the year was certainly a very, very vital contributor to Cardiff. And as was their leading goal kicker, and look, he did really well there. That was good pressure from the forward line, forced the turnover, and Murphy made the most of it.
Sure did. Back to the centre we go.
Jackson wins that top again. This time to Lure, though. He's going to get it out there. Out to the wing again we go. We've got Batten against Lennon, the two number 4s. Ball bounces towards the boundary line. Again, good work by Batten. Gets a handball there to Baker, but coming in and meeting him is Thompson. Good contest out of bounds for boundary throwing.
Great contest there. That's a win there for Newcastle City. Trent Thompson looking to get on the ball early, use his running carry and forward penetration to the forward line, Gary.
Yeah, had a breakout year last year, Trent Thompson. So far he started very well in 2018 also. As Jench gets his a hurry kick. And they're going to be Lennon. Go there. It's also his Price. No mark through O'Brien's leg. It's picked up by Vukovic. Vukovic's handball is going to be taken by Haswell. Haswell can't get the kick there, but he picks it up himself. Holding free kick there. Play there, and the free kick's going to go the way of Stephen Scott. Good decision there by Tom Stewart. Lucas, in his debut game, Black Diamond Cup game. So good to see some younger players in our expanded Black Diamond Cup competition this year with 11 teams. Increased from 6 last year. So it's a pretty exciting year we've got ahead of us. As Scott kicks there, Jens should take the mark, and he does. On the half-back flank. Goes in short. It's not going to get there, but Price should pick it up in the half volley. He fumbles it. That allows Jackson to come in now. He picks it up, handballs it quickly on the attack there to Van Houston. He gets a hurried handball, though. It's going to be intercepted that time by Gibson, but Van Houston picks it up again. His handball puts Watling under real pressure. It's picked up by Ireland on debut. He handballed it out. Bit scrappy in there at the middle at the moment. No big pardons over the hurry kick. Comes out there, going to sit there nicely this time for Dwyer. On the right boot, snaps around the body. But the ever-reliable defender, Zach Metcalf, takes a mark right in the last line of defence.
He sure is a very reliable defender, Zach Metcalf. Missed a few games late in the season last year, Gary, and it really showed Cardiff's back structure unable to hold up without him there.
Yeah, in the social side, got married in the off-season. Zach, so congratulate to him and his wife as the ball going there. Thompson, a hurry kick, one-on-one. Rawnsley up against Walker. Comes over the back. Rawnsley picks it up. Oh, great tackle by Lennon. He got the handball away. Well done by Rawnsley, though. But it sits up now for O'Brien on the right boot. The skipper go back. Murphy! No, very good call there by Rachel. Good enough. Fumble the ball through for a behind.
Sure was. Goal umpire good enough right on the spot there.
Yeah, she was certainly good enough then. Pardon the pun.
Well played, Gary.
It's going to be a long year at that rate. But anyway, good call. She got it right. And Enright's going to bring the ball back. Going to go straight on the ground, the short ground. This is the Hillsborough Oval. It's going to sit up there. Going back there is Haswell. Can't take the mark there. Over the back, Pratt. Across it comes to Greats. Goes in short there. Good spoil over the back. It opens the door up there now for Kavanagh. His handball is knocked. It's going to allow Scott to come in now for Newcastle City. Scott on the right boot. Good smart. The desperation's really good there at the moment. That time was by Gretz again. It goes there, picked up by Crawford. No, he can't pick it up there. Swinging around by Vukovic. A handball inboard. Good knock there by Spoor. Can't take it though. Newcastle City have turned it over again. In comes Scott. Scott over the head of Van Heusen. Opens up for Tomlinson. This should open up the ground there. He swings a handball across to Trent Thompson. Thompson's a kick. It's a nothing kick there, but it might land a right for Lennon. It doesn't though, but Batten chips in for Newcastle City. So Batten goes in short there and finds Connor Haswell, who's had plenty of it early.
He sure has. Very class act is Connor Haswell as he pumps the ball along into the Newcastle City forward line.
A lot of work for Keys to do. The ball runs away into that pocket there and it's out of bounds for a boundary throw in. 30 metres around from the Newcastle City goals, and it's been Cardiff who are leading the way at the moment, 2-2, 2-1, 13 to 1 straight 6.
And what they haven't been able to do, Newcastle City, is lock the ball into their forward line, so we'll see how they go here.
Jackson gets it down there, comes back again there for Hugh O'Neill. On the right boot he goes, bit of a wobbly kick though. Batten comes in and takes a mark on the half-forward flank. Looks at the centre, they've got a good setup back there of Cardiff. Really struggle to get really good, clean inside 50s Newcastle City at this stage. Keith is going to be the target. Yench over the back there. Can't take the mark. Carey picks it up. A handball comes out O'Neill. He can't take it though. Sweeping in there now for the City. The handball back comes to O'Malley. O'Malley centres the ball. Over the back there is Dwyer. Can't take it. A timely fist in there by Ireland. Numbers going back. They go there. Dwyer again runs around the left boot. Snaps to the left. Through for a minor score. So it's 2-1-13 to 1-1-7.
More promising signs there for Newcastle City. The quick ball movement allowed a one-on-one contest there for Newcastle City in the forward line and almost exposed the Cardiff defence. As we're just waiting for the ball to be brought back in. As Bush is here at Hillsborough Oval, surrounding the ground. One of the beauties of country football, the ball goes into the bushes. We have to wait until it comes back in. Sure is. Doesn't help that there's a swamp backing onto here, Gary. Drops off quite dramatically behind where the viewers can't see.
Yeah.
We'd also like to thank our sponsors for this season. We've mentioned before, Hunter Haval being the major sponsor, Belmont 16-footer Sailing Club, GE Industrial Solutions. As we'll further on later, as Tomlinson's about to bring the ball back in. Over to you, Gary.
Yeah, Tomlinson's going to come out to the broadcast side of the ground. Jench is going to be his target. Jackson's there as well. Up they go. Ball from behind there. Goes there is Batten, taken without the ball, and the free kick's going to go to Steve Batten. So Batten. A couple of kicks out from goal. Going to go in short there and look for Watling. And Watling, one of their talented players, Sydney Swans Academy member. Aidan Watling played majority of football last year in his first year of senior football. So they're expecting big things from him, not just Newcastle City, but also the Swans Academy. He goes out wide, looking there. Good mark. Takes that Dwyer out there again. No, sorry, that is taken out there by Fogarty. First gamer, a soccer recruit.
It is.
Actually, so that was a very, very good mark there under pressure. And good kick coming in by Watling. And Fogarty's going to go back and look for his first goal.
Showed a glimpse of class there. Watling, a chiselling ball straight to Fogarty. Can't get much better than a goal on debut, though, can it, Gary?
No. Oh, a bit of a scruffy old kick, though, and misses everything. So we'll give him slack. First shot at goal. Certainly to a good mark, and there'd be better things to come. So it's going to be Metcalf. He's going to bring the ball back back pocket. Goes out short and finds O'Donnell. No, it's going to be, I think it's Mayo, sorry. Goes along there in the direction of there. Haswell! Great mark, Connor Haswell. One of the premier defenders moved to the midfield this year, and he's a class player. He goes there, look for Pat Gilliam. Speaking of class, he's a classy forward for the Blues for a number of years now. Gilliam slips across to Batten. Batten swings out wide there. It's coming from the half-back line. Is Adam Johnson, kicks it in there. Yench fills the hole, though, and he's going to be played a free kick and plays on. So Yench goes there, goes to the centre wing. Out there, Walker's his target. Good hands, good lead in front of Rawnsy. Gee, presents really well, Walker.
He hasn't. He's clunked a few chances, but plays on immediately.
Gibson, Hamble, this is good. Delua from 35, goes for goal. Misses to the right. Great build-up by the Hawks there, Lucas.
It was, as we've spoken about numerous times already, the chisel ball movement, quick, swift ball movement through the centre corridor there from Cardiff, allowing their forwards to have clean first possession at it. 2-2-14, 1-2-8. We've been going about 10 minutes in the first quarter of the first game of the 2018 Hunter Vale Black Diamond Cup competition. Two heavyweights here. Enright, a floating kick. Going over the back there. Can't take the mark that time was Kavanagh. But Yench again chips in short. He's good skill for the big man. He finds Jack Lennon. Lennon on the centre wing. Took the mark there in front of Johnston. Swings around the right boot. Goes in there in the direction there. Going back there was Lucas Borrow. It's out of bounds for a boundary throw in, right alongside the behind post. Cardiff's into the ground, currently leading 2-2-14 to 2-3-15, sorry, to 1-1-7. Here's another one of those talented youngsters you're speaking about for Cardiff this time, though, Lucas Borrow.
Walker there, taps it down there, can't take that there. Carried out to Lennon. No, he dispossessed the right time. He had a shot on goal. A snap there by... That's a great snap there by Lucas Borrow. You just spoke about him, and then right on cue in a congested pack, he's able to have a quick snap and get Cardiff's third goal.
ISC has been at the cutting edge of designing and manufacturing apparel for elite sporting teams for over 20 years, and they're proud to be the official apparel partner of the Black Diamond AFL.
They certainly have been. Very, very, very good sponsors, ISC. Very good apparel. Second year of the agreement that we've had with them, and gee, they've started very well, Cardiff, haven't they? Just the way they transition the ball, their key players have been good. Yench has had a fantastic start. Delua's going well also. O'Brien's got his hands on the ball, but even Jack Lennon out in the wing here look very, very dangerous. They seem to go a lot through him out in the wing. They get the ball in the middle of the ground, and then quite happy to swing it out onto the wing.
They sure are, and we've seen that, as you said, various occasions, and Chad Mayer running out from the back line as well, Gary.
Watling handball, here we come again. Dwyer, right boot, looks for Keast. He's got a couple of metres on Metcalf. And a good centre clearance there by Newcastle City. And quite interestingly enough, Lucas, is that Tom Yench is having a spell now, gone to full forward. Trent Thompson went in the ruck, and naturally Jackson got the better in there, and that's the first real clear centre clearance that Newcastle City have got. So that could be an advantage.
It is, and they have to make the most of that advantage while Tom Yench is resting forward.
So Keast, 35 metres out from goal. Swing coming back there. That's a nice kick there by Cam Keast. Good start and a good response there by Newcastle City. Their second goal, Keast's first. And after 14 minutes of play, it is 3-3-21 to Cardiff, 2-1-13 Newcastle City.
Prime 7. In 2018, Prime 7 has every big game, live and free. Coverage includes 4 games every round on 7, mate, including Friday and Saturday night and Sunday afternoons. Prime 7 and the Black Diamond AFL, your local AFL team.
Yeah, Prime 7, certainly. They cover the AFL. What about the AFL? What about Richmond? Because we've got time to slip in a couple of minutes to talk about the Mighty Tigers last year, mate. We haven't been on here since then.
No. Also bringing about the Pies last night, Gary. Great win to get over Carlton.
They did, mate. They did. They still in the AFL?
You think
or was
so?
That the VFL game? Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. We're back in the footy here as Trent Thompson's got a free kick in the centre of the ground. Yench is going to be a target up for Fogarty's gone with him. Also back there is Rawnsley. No play on that. He probably gave a little bit more than what it was. Enright, clever. Back it comes there now too. That was the Durbridge. Watling, Haswell, a swooping handball out in the direction there of Scott to Dwyer. They've started really well out in that wing there. Dwyer on the right boot looking for Keast again. Great kick there by Liam Dwyer. And I think another good build up there by the Blues.
It sure was. Dwyer's been one of their most prominent players, you said, with Haswell and Chris Jackson early, Gary, just moving the ball swiftly through the corridor and out on the wing. Yeah,
no, he's been very, very prominent, Dwyer, and Keast looking for his second goal within a minute. Bit tighter angle this time. Off the boots, he like it. He doesn't know. He likes it. Jake Lowe doesn't like it. One behind.
I think all forwards like their kicks, though, Gary.
No, one of the best in the business, Jake Lowe on the goal umpiring stakes. So Tomlinson's going to bring the ball back in. Goes out wide. Kicks out there looking for Metcalf. And Metcalf takes a strong market on the half-back flank. Handball's on quickly. It goes out there. Now to Mayo on the right boot. Yench is down there 2 against 1 though. Fogarty seems to be going with him there. Can't take the mark. Rawns, however, going Price. Picked up there by Jackson, who's back there. Quickly, a quick left foot kick there by Jordan Harrison on debut for Newcastle City. We're going to have a boundary throw in. Half-foot flank, far side of the ground. Cardiff's end of the ground. Good start of football. Very, very competitive.
It sure is. You even saw in just that small passage of play, Chris Jackson allowing to keep his feet to try and get that clearance. It showed Newcastle City progressing around their back half slightly. Interesting
set up there with Newcastle City. You got Yench, when Yench goes down there, he's gone there with Fogarty. Fogarty seems to chase him, and Luke Rawnsley. He's got their back, get it on the kick there. How's it going to look? It's a wobbly, floaty kick. Hits the post. A nice JK Newcastle goalpost there. A bit thicker there. Maybe the JK Newcastle might just stop that from going through. But great sponsors for Cardiff, for JK Newcastle. Fantastic to have all our sponsors from not only the Black Diamond, but also the clubs.
Sure is. There was a shot there from Lucas Borrow again, being very good in their forward half.
So Rawnsley kick out there, goes over the head there. He leaves a lot of work there to do by Johnson, but he's good enough. He's up to the task. They just runs out of bounds. They'll have a boundary throw in. Good call out there by Matt Jeffrey. Matt Jeffrey and Colin good enough for the boundary umpire. Field umpires Stephen Bloom, Ashley Borg and Tom Stewart. And our goal umpires are Jake Lowe and Rachel Goodenough.
Sure, it is always great to have our officials on board for another massive season of Black Diamond AFL, Gary.
Yeah, and we will. One thing you'll see this year with the extra 2 games, we'll actually see new umpires, and some young umpires are going to get a good opportunity here. And look, we wish them all the best. Jackson, a big thump out. Would have gone 20 metres. That one falling in there now. Pratt's going to pick it up on the left boot. He goes as a floating kick. Could go over the back and fall for Price. Price gets it, plays on the left boot. Has a shot at goal.
Out on the full.
Out on the full. A bit of an anti-climax. That was good play. Probably in hindsight, probably would have went back and had a set shot from that mark. But no, you've got to give the young bloke plenty of credit there. Had the confidence to play on and back himself. Just didn't quite execute the way he would have liked. But certainly a very open game.
It sure is. Great to see this early in the season. Might take a bit of a toll on the players later with the heat we're experiencing at the moment, Gary.
28 degrees at the moment, Lucas, and it's feeling about 38.
It is.
It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day here in sunny Newcastle, or sunny Cardiff even. Great to be playing football in the Black Diamond AFL. Mayo, a big punch from the back there. So anyone who wants to see change, the around Central Coast, Newcastle and the Black Diamond AFL, that's certainly the place to come and play.
It sure is, Gary. As you said before, expanding competition in all 3 grades, including a 16-team women's competition this year, Gary. It's great to see.
Yeah, it's certainly very, very good. The first round all played today. So, look, congratulations to all the clubs, and we wish them best for the season ahead. As back on this game here, as a handball goes in the middle of the ground, picked up by Thompson. Thompson on the left boot. Yench is going to be there. Enright goes up there, but gets over the head of Matty Enright. And it lands in the lap of Tom Yench. He's going to have a shot from goal. Matty Enright would have wished that he was 6 foot, not 5'6". With that one, just cleared him.
He would. He's done everything right except the easy part. He then just allowed Tom Yench into the contest and takes an easy mark just in front of goal.
Yeah. So Yench, he had a good year last year, didn't he? Obviously win the Elite Davy medal, but just so influential. He's going to have first shot on goal. We're going to kick Cardiff fourth. 25 metres out, directly in front. Strikes good off the boot. He's a classy player, Tom Yench. 4 goals on the board now for Cardiff. And they move to 4-4-28, leading Newcastle City 2-2-14. And we've been playing 19 minutes in the first quarter.
Star 104.5. Star 104.5 FM plays the music we all love and has proudly supported the Black Diamond AFL since 2005.
Certainly have Star FM. Ever since Star FM were formed back in 2005, they've always been involved with the Black Diamond AFL, and we appreciate the support. And it was a good play there by Yench. Just cleared. And Enright did the right thing in that, filled that hole, but just got over his head. Well played by Trent Thompson. And Cardiff out to a 14-point lead at the moment. Jackson the ruck there. Comes down there. Fumbling there was Watling, which opens the door there but Jackson just steals the ball away. Gillingham gets it immediately tackled there. In the back, free kick's going to go the way of Gillingham. Too far out to score. Keese is obviously going to be a target. Kick 1 goal down there. They've got plenty of numbers back there. Gee, they set up really well in defence, don't they, Cardiff? Full credit to their coach, Nathan Harkness. Certainly the benefit of having a similar side to what they had last year.
Looks like he's going to have a shot here, though, Gary.
Yeah, Gillingham. Just look, he's going to pull it. Oh, Keese! Big grab over the back. Told you he was too far out to score, didn't I? Missed out by a metre, but Keese, what a great grab there. Floated across from the side. Too much height and took a mark about just 2 metres in front of the goal line. He's going to go back for goal number 2. So well done by the big man, causing a bit of problem back there. And he's got it, has he? Yes, he has. 2 goals to Keith. A quick reply again. They're doing pretty good at that at the moment, Newcastle City. And it's Cardiff, 4-4-28, leading Newcastle City, 3-2-20.
Bar TV Sports. Bar TV Sports specialise in the live streaming and broadcasting of local sport, including the Black Diamond AFL. Bar TV Sports, making your game the main game.
Bar TV, our coverage today is courtesy of Bar TV. We see a replay there of Cameron Keith kicking that goal, and they're certainly the best in the business. Great pictures. Mate, what they do for grassroots sport around not only locally but around the state and around Australia is first rate. And look, full credit to Josh, Brendan and Mark and the team. They do a great job. As back in the centre, Grace is going to get a quick centre clearance there for Cardiff. Thompson's going to be there. Murphy's also there. Enright goes up. Free kick there is shepherding out. It's going to go the way of Rawnsley against Trent Thompson. Rawnsley goes out wide there. He's going to see Kavanagh. Kavanagh drops a mark he probably should have taken, but he's got plenty of time there now. Gets on that left boot. That's probably one he'd like to have over again, though. It's going to allow Delure to come in. Delure tried to go over the top. He does there now. The right boot goes in short there. Thompson's going to come out and meet it. Lennon's at the front there. Rawnsley there. Goes to ground and gets it. Good experience there. Good handball. High. Free kick there goes to Rawnsley.
Well, and the advantage wasn't played because play was stopped. It wasn't continuous there, Gary.
It certainly was. So Rawnsley across it goes. Switch straight to Enright. Enright the left boot goes out wide there. His target out in that direction out there this time is Hamish Thompson. He's good enough. One of their youngsters gets on the right boot, goes out wide there in the Jackson Crawford direction, but it's out of bounds on the full. As a siren sounds for quarter time here at Hillsborough. We're at quarter time. It is Cardiff 4-4-28, leading Newcastle City 3-2-20. Goal kickers, Lucas?
Goal kickers, firstly for Cardiff, Gary. 1 each for Josh Murphy, Lucas Borrow, Tom Yench and Andrew Walker. And for Newcastle City, 2 goals for Cameron Keast and 1 for Hayden Kavanagh.
Look, what do you think of the start? It was a good start. First game of football, pretty hot conditions, but gee, it was pretty open, which in the skill level was pretty high, really, given we're at the start of the season. It
sure was, Gary, and we touched on about 3 players from each side. For Newcastle City, Liam Dwyer, Connor Haswell and Chris Jackson in the middle, and for Cardiff, Tom Yench, Marcus Delure, and was it Josh Murphy as well. They've been very good for their respective sides.
So, look, so a very good start there. So it's going to be Cardiff who are going to go to 2017 grand finalists. 8-point leaders as we take a quick break here at quarter time.
Welcome back here to Hillsborough Oval. Getting ready for quarter number 2. Whilst we've got a bit of time before proceedings, I shall run through some of the black time and plate scores from this morning for you all. Players are about to get underway. We'll go through all those scores at half time, Gary. Ash Borg is just about to hold the ball up. Here we go. Chris Jackson.
Second quarter about to get underway. Newcastle City kicking to the right of the screen. Their navy blue and the white shorts. The maroon and yellow and the maroon shorts is Cardiff. They're going to the left of the screen. If the handball goes out wide to Jake Island, he can't pick it up here with a cruel bounce. Simon O'Brien there picks it up, goes in again there for Island, but a bit harder in there was Mitch Knight. He loves in this tight contest. As a former coach of Newcastle City, but Dwyer been very good. Haswell been very good in the first quarter. He's going to land out there. It sits up there, going there nicely. Jackson Crawford, he's got there. Good work, good feet, good handball by Van Houston. Goes there now. Here's a chance coming in there for O'Donoghue on the left boot. Just misses to the right. Gee, good build up again by Newcastle City.
I was looking for Van Houston here on this commentary side wing. Very good hand skills there with Crawford.
Yeah, Crawford and Van Houston. Certainly looks a very likely type Van Houston. Good size. Another Sydney Swans Academy player as Gibson goes in short there. O'Donnell goes out there to Tomlinson. Tomlinson on the right boot, uses the ball very well to Metcalf. Under pressure over that time by Hayden Kavanagh, and the ball goes over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Did very well there, Kavanagh, to spoil the ball against a bigger body in Metcalf.
Yeah, certainly was. They're looking to build that up quite nicely there. Another boundary throw-in. Have a second go. Certainly not cooling down any, Lucas.
It isn't, especially with that sun dropping right in our eyes here, Gary.
Jackson taps it back there to Knight. Knight on the right boot, floats it up there. Van Houston flies high, goes up there. Can't take the mark. Gibson, the veteran for Cardiff, gets it. Spills out the back there. Tomlinson's got the run of the ball. Taken by Dwyer. Kicks it out there in the direction of Jackson Crawford. Under pressure from Jack Pratt. Good one-on-one here. Gee, Jack Pratt's a very good one-on-one player. Really good.
Sure is. Did well to evade the speed and agility there of Jackson Crawford. Still a win there for Newcastle City, trying to keep this ball locked inside their forward 50.
Boundary umpire Matt Jeffrey about to throw the ball back into play. Good throw, nice boundary throwing. Keys there, just use his bulk there to actually put Yench off balance there. As Gibson goes out there wide there. Good spoil again by Kavanagh. He keeps his feet, gets a shot on goal now, screws it around the body, right across the face, however, out of bounds on the full. Good work by Kavanagh. He's been lively early.
Has had a couple of repeat efforts there. That would be what the coaches are after from Newcastle City at the moment, just trying to get themselves back into this contest.
So it's going to be Pratt. Goes in short there looking for Bryce Greats and finds him.
Greats chips in board towards Delore. Gets spoiled over the top there by Cast. Tomlinson back to Greats. Again to Delore and goes long down the line. Jackson, however, picks the ball up on the half volley. Butters up again for his second and third efforts to Chris Jackson. Throws in board. Once again, inboard, they're looking for a knot. For Knight has gone over the back.
Baker on the left boot. Goes in there. Good one. Oh, in the back. Call in the back there. Yeah. Probably a 50-50 call. He went to ground there and could have been slightly in the back. Keith, he's already kicked 2. Looked very lively up forward. Going to go back. Maybe about 25 metres out from goal, almost directly in front. Going for goal number 3. Keith strikes the ball, pushes it to the right. Twice now they've they've just squandered a couple of opportunities. 4-4-28 Cardiff, 3-3-21 is Newcastle City. As Tomlinson's got the ball deep in the pocket. Short to Simon O'Brien, the captain of Cardiff. Short lead comes there from Thompson. Just growing in confidence as the year's gone, like from last year, but it certainly benefited from that. So Thompson goes in short there. Good little strong lead by Murphy and a good kick by Thompson. Price is the only one forward. Oh, he put Thompson under real pressure here. Real pressure. Should have been holding the ball there, but 3-on-1. Scott back to Baker, back to Rawnsy. The old firmer there. Rawnsy on the left boot, touched off the boot, taken by Greats. In front there of Hamish Thompson. Swings to Metcalf. Pratt finds Murphy. So Murphy, you look to go back to Pratt. Pratt takes him, not 15. Going to handball in there to Greats. Greats back to Pratt. Pratt handballing over the top there now. Just a methodic build-up here by the Hawks. Murphy on the left boot, kicks there long, but over the back there. In the back now, free kick. It's going to go the way there of Walker. Hands in the back. Fogarty wasn't happy with that call, Lucas.
He wasn't, no. Umpire ball right on top of it. Walker's been good also early. Look what he does here. There's a lead coming. Is he going to honour it? No.
Full forward, mate. Should go back and have a shot for goal from there. But as you said, he presented really well. Ashley Borg, we spoke about the umpire, certainly one of the leading umpires in the Black Diamond AFL. Walker, just a horrible ball drop, Lucas.
We had a good view from that right behind. Slightly.
And the ball drop resulted in exactly how the ball dropped, and he missed everything to the left, out of bounds on the full.
It is. Newcastle City have to work their way through this forward pressure of Cardiff, though, Gary. Stuck deep in the forward pocket. Looks like there might be a bit of a huddle forming here in the centre of the ground. Looking at them to break to this near side.
It's going to be Enright. Going to go out there. Van Hughes is going to be his target. Also, O'Malley's come off there, but Haswell there chips in. Gee. Really, really good Connor Haswell. One of the elite players in the competition. Still a young player. He's only about 21, I think. Goes in short to Dwyer, who also started very, very well also.
Right in his element there, Connor Haswell. Overhead marking is his specialty, Gary.
Had a really good year last year, cross half back, and this year new coach Tim Collins released him into the midfield. A strong mark taken there by Gibson. Liam Gibson named in the team of the half century for the Hawks last year. He goes in there to Thompson. So Thompson marks there now, centre half back, goes to centre half forward. Walker's a target. Rawnsley chips in front there. Baker's going to be the one sitting in the front there. His handball taken there, immediately tackled there, and a free kick's going to go there against Durbridge, and it's going to go the way of Jack Lennon.
We've seen that ball movement of Cardiff about 3 or 4 times already. That chiselling 25, 30-metre kick straight down the centre corridor opens it all up for them.
As Lennon kicks there, but he hasn't got the legs. And Enright takes the mark and plays on quickly out wide, though. Very, very wide. Yeah, out of bounds for a boundary throw in there. Yeah, they just have that methodical build-up. Obviously, their home ground. They know the ground, the length, and how to play it really well. And they just hold the ball up until they know they get that space. And they just chip into the space and allow the forward to run onto it.
It's that passage of about 3 left footers down this commentary side allow them to open up that fat side of the ground, Gary.
Yeah, it certainly does. There's Knight tackle there as he tries to get rid of the ball. Take it there, O'Brien picks it up, he goes to ground. So they're just sitting there now, and Newcastle City at the moment, they're actually sitting there with a spare man down back, and it's creating problems for Cardiff because they can't actually be able to spot that forward up deep as they want to do that. So if it was Nathan Hague, he'd be looking to probably to man that person up because he's actually really causing a problem down there in relation to their forward forays.
There are, just like the first quarter, Cardiff not having enough entries into their 450 pressure to create scoring shots so far.
Right, you'd argue that their defenders, their loose defenders, been more influential than Liam Gibson is at the moment for Cardiff, because just the way the ball entry's been made, because they've been more methodical, Cardiff, so they can't find that loose person coming in. Goes out wide there, looking for Dwyer again. Also out there is Durbridge, out of bounds for a boundary throw in. 25 metres around from the Cardiff goal. There's Cardiff at the moment, leading by 7 points, 28-21.
Yeah. It is. I'm looking for Cardiff to have a scoring shot here, keeping the ball deep inside their attacking 50. Thrown in there by Jeffrey. Yanch just with the tap.
O'Malley gets a hurry kick, comes out there. Gibson comes in, but also to Van Houston, and Van Houston takes the mark. Centre half back. Lead's coming out here. Good lead by Gillingham. Good kick by Van Houston to Gillingham on the centre wing. The next kick's going to be vital. Keast will be a target. Crawford's down there as well with a handball over the top to Haswell. Haswell under pressure, gets kick. Goes there, looks at Crawford. Goes up there against Medcalf. Misses to the right. 3-4-22, 4-4-28 Cardiff. 6 points to good to the home side. Medcalf goes in short to Gibson. Gibson's looking to switch the ball. Lennon will be a target out wide out there. Good kick by Gibson. Doesn't have to break stride, Lennon. Lennon gets it, and he goes there against Fogarty. Has one bounce, has two bounces, backs himself, the youngster, Lennon. Right boot, free kick down the ground. Late tackle by Fogarty. Free kick will go to Price.
Very undisciplined there from Newcastle City. First time we've seen something of that ilk all afternoon.
Short pipe pass, looks for Murphy. Good kick. Well done by Price. They just held up there, able to create the space, and Murphy, like any good forward does, led nice in the space and takes a chest mark, and Murphy He's already kicked one today from a snap. He's going to go back for his first set shot, looking to extend Cardiff's lead.
He's on the favoured side for the left footer as well, Gary.
So Murphy comes in. Left boot, strikes the ball. Push that. Push that to the right. Bad miss that from Murphy.
It is just...
making the most of those opportunities.
It didn't seem to come back with the swing for the natural left footer. So again, seeing this huddle in the middle of the ground.
Haswell will be a target for sure. Out there in his own. He'll take this mark, Haswell. You can tell it just how he was able to get away from that that huddle unattended. He's certainly something that the coach, Nathan Harkness, certainly wouldn't be happy with. He's one of their key kicking targets. So Keith, Medcalf, up they go, over the back. O'Donnell can't take it there. Going in there, picking up well there was Thompson. Handball to O'Neill. O'Neill, quick handball. Misses Tomlinson, but that's all right. Gibson's there. Stretches his way through traffic. Then his handball misses Tomlinson. It allows Trent Thompson's going to come in and back it up, though. He's under pressure. Gibson again takes it. A quick hand to Pratt. Good work by Gibson. A sweeping handball to the centre of the ground. He's taken that time. Barrio immediately tackled. That was by Spoor. He's going to be holding the ball.
2-on-1 there, numerical advantage to Newcastle City.
Yeah, Vukovic didn't have much opportunity there, but it was the right decision. Kick goes there, looking for Crawford, but Thompson again. He's been very good across half-back today. Goes out wide again. Going to be Lennon, doesn't make him though on the half-ball. He's going to be under pressure there. Now by good Shepherd by Tomlinson. Back it comes to O'Donnell on his left boot. Goes out wide. Target out there is Callum Spoor, and he takes the mark. Just clearing Steve Batten in the process. Spoor. Then goes in short though. Finds the carpet as Walker. Sweeping handball to Pratt. Pratt's immediately under pressure from Knight. Handball's almost intercepted that time by O'Donoghue. Plenty of numbers in there for both sides. Pratt's going to pick it up. He just grinds his way. Loves it. It's Gibson. Gets a sweeping handball out there now as it goes to Spoor. Oh, unlucky there, Cardiff. That should have been an advantage play there.
Sort of holding free kick there. Jack Pratt after disposal.
So Pratt loves it in tight. Centre half back. We have Vukovic on his own there. He could get it there now, sweeping in there, but it doesn't go there as Fogarty. Back it comes to Haswell. Haswell chips it wide there. Crawford going to take the mark. No, it doesn't. It goes over his head, which opens the door there for Carey. Goes to Gibson looking for Thompson, but the boundary line. Out of bounds, 50 metres around from Cardiff's goal.
They've just controlled the ball better in this last passage of play. Probably the last 5 or so minutes of Cardiff. Haven't allowed Newcastle City to have much possession.
No goals yet in the second quarter. We've been playing almost 10 minutes. The throw up goes in. Jackson taps it down the front there. O'Malley's there in front there of O'Neill. He's going to have another boundary throw in. 10 metres further around.
He's definitely someone that you need to make more of a prominence of. Macca O'Malley as Newcastle City to get more into this contest. He's been fairly quiet early, Gary.
Yep. Representative player. It's Jeffries. Jackson has a better of Walker there. Haswell's going to run onto it, but the boundary line once again too close. We're going to have another boundary throw in.
Also seen Connor Haswell go back to his more traditional halfback flank role so far in this quarter, Gary.
I think that's probably more to do with where the ball is. I think Lucas, he's just been back there just sort of sweeping around the back of the pack. Certainly like their quarterback. There's no doubt about that. Once again, Walker, Watling, Haswell, good hands there. Cover there, nice spearing kick in there. In front there was Mayo. Going in there was Thompson. Good work by the youngster. Watling can't take the ball. Tomlinson gets it now. Quick handball back to Lennon. Lennon on the left boot. Kavanagh comes out, meets it, bowls everybody there except for Durbridge. Durbridge a double-handed punch towards the boundary line. We'll have another boundary throw. A lot of boundary throws at the moment, right in front of the interchange area. Cardiff still currently leading by 6 points.
Could have almost taken that possession there, Ethan Durbridge, instead of going for the double-fisted approach, but better safety first. Causes a stoppage.
Jackson wins that there. Goes to Knight. Can't take possession there. Watling, good clean hands out to O'Malley. O'Malley a high kick. Van Used it up there to Mayo. Van Used good hands. Keeps his feet. Oh, couldn't get the handball out there to Batten, but he goes in there as Thompson. Hamish Thompson. Back to Scott. Scott evades the traffic, but then under pressure. Kicks into a dangerous area there. If it sits for O'Neill, it could be in there, Cardiff, but he doesn't. A great tackle and a great, really good work there by Enright. Good contest by both players.
Sure was. Got him ball and all there. Enright. needed to as well, otherwise Hugh O'Neill was well and truly away.
Yeah, Scott's kick certainly left him pretty vulnerable there in Newcastle City, but Enright, the veteran, very, very good in that contest. Put his body on the line, as he always does. Jackson back to Tomlinson on the left boot, goes out there, Price, and also Baker, the young and the old, or the young and the experienced, sorry, Fiji. Probably calling you old, probably not real. Good experience is probably a better. However, he's certainly been a stalwart for Newcastle City. Very, very reliable defender.
Sure has most of that Newcastle City back line, in fact, Gary. So again, another boundary throw in. Umpire Jeffrey.
Ruckman's going to do Battle Walker in front, over the back. No one gets it into Knight, picks it up, goes for a quick handball. Taken by Scott. He's immediately tackled that time by Lashley, Tom Lashley.
And there's a high contact free kick is it being plucked out? It is. High contact.
Going to go to Stephen Scott. He's got not much movement at the moment, so Van Houston makes a long lead from half forward. He's ignored. Wants to go even longer now. Looks like he's going to fall there. Gibson's going to take the mark there, kick it straight to the spare man. Gibson goes out wide there. This is going to be intercepted also, this time by Johnston. It goes over there. So plenty of action in that boundary throw there. Matt Jeffrey certainly earning his money today on the boundary umpire.
Sure is. Ball still in the centre area.
Ruckman do battle again. Walker, Jackson to Knight. A hurry kick goes in there. Well, Pratt can't take the mark. Meets O'Malley in there. Going there is O'Brien. O'Brien can't pick it up. Does the Delure. High tackle there. Free kick goes to Marcus Delure. So Delure plays on quickly. Yeah, sits up there. It's going to be a hard one to mark there. It's going to fall, however, for O'Neill. And O'Neill goes to O'Brien. O'Brien, the right boot, swings around. And the skipper has delivered for the Hawks. That's what they wanted. He's kicked his first and the fifth goal for Cardiff.
The entertainment grounds on the Central Coast. The entertainment grounds has quickly established itself as the premier events location on the Central Coast. The entertainment grounds is an indoor and outdoor multi-purpose community facility for functions, events, festivals, weddings, exhibitions, as well as horse racing.
Certainly good. We just see a replay there now as O'Brien swings around on the right boot, just as what the skipper required. And better play by Cardiff. I think they've been a bit guilty this quarter of actually playing too wide. Now, they've went back in the corridor there. I think that's where they had their success early, by playing through the corridor. So I think they've gone too much from half back out towards the boundary line, half forward. So, but good. A much-needed goal, their first one for the quarter. And Yanch is back in the ruck. Taps a beautiful tap there back to Great. Immediately tackled over by O'Malley. And we'll have a secondary ball up right in the centre of the ground. 14 minutes gone here in the second quarter at Hillsborough Oval in round one of the 2018 Hunter Vale Black Diamond Cup competition. Kick there by Lennon, who's been very good. An awkward bounce there, coming out to meet it. That time with Ireland, but also there going out to meet at this time is Johnson. Meets a hip and shoulder by Gretz. Well done there. Allows O'Brien to come in, the last goal kicker. Gretz, Price handballs onto Walker. Walker wants a quick handball. He misses Price on the rebound. Going in there now is Harrison, but Price picks it up under the pressure from Rawnsley. Harrison goes back there now. High tackle. He'll get a free kick.
Very well done there.
Harrison on debut. Goes out wide there and finds Adam Johnston. He can't take the mark there. He's going to put him under pressure now from Spoor. Spoor tackles, good work there. Gets a handball away though. It's going to sit up there nicely for Ireland. Back it goes to Yench. Yench in short there, and he finds Delure. Good play out there, good pressure, good forward pressure. And it's going to allow Delure to have a shot on goal.
Yes, don't say that very often. Marcus Delure having a set shot. Make the most of his opportunity though, the classy midfielder. As you said before, coach's MVP from last season.
Delure. 35 metres out. Comes in, strikes. Looks good off the boot. Back-to-back goal for the Hawks. Just what they wanted. 6-5-41. Leading Newcastle City 3-5-23.
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery. Sports Coast Trophy, the leading supplier of trophies and embroidery on the Central Coast. They're also proud supporters of the Black Diamond AFL.
Yeah, look, so that's good. That was good play. Good pressure out now, the half-forward flank there, and enabled him to get that quick conversion in there to Delure. And two good inside 50s there, two converted goals, which is extra. Just getting that little bit of breathing space again.
It sure does, Gary, and something Newcastle City hasn't been able to do so far this afternoon is kick consecutive goals. They'll need to kick a clump now to make sure they get back into this contest.
So Keist up against Jens. Jackson's now in the goal square. up against Metcalf. Certainly been good players. All the big men today are certainly earning their cash. Good hand, good quick hands. Away they go again. Delure out there on the lead. Over that time his Spore cut. Oh, he's got him for hands in the back. Getting that quick centre clearance really immediately puts pressure on the defence there. The free kick went against there as Durbridge. Just under pressure there as Spore made a good lead coming out of full forward. Hands in the back and Callum Spore now is going to go back and have a shot for goal. He hasn't kicked one today. But this will be 3 in a row for the Hawks. He got it, come there. He has kicked it there. Very good there. Opens up a 24-point margin. First goal to Callum Spore.
Marksman Workforce. Marksman Workforce have been great supporters of the Black Diamond AFL since 2016.
Yeah, look, 3 goals in a row has really broken the game open, hasn't it, there now? A bit of a tight arm wrestle where they struggled for the first 10 to 12 minutes of being able to score, and now they've just gone more direct. A few centre clearances, 3 quick goals has opened up a nice 4-goal margin for the Hawks. We're getting close to half-time.
Sure is. Coach Nathan Harkness will be very pleased with this last 5-minute period from the Cardiff Football Club.
So Yench against... Call that one back. Pretty keen trying to bounce in the middle. I wouldn't say it's probably the smoothest place in the on the ground. I would have thought to get a good bounce.
Wouldn't think so, but fair play for Steve Bloom for giving it a crack.
Yeah, certainly a premier umpires, no doubt about that. Umpires been pretty good today, actually, Lucas. Full credit to them.
Sure is. They always say very good performances by the umpires when they haven't been noticed, and so far they haven't been, Gary.
Right. Another secondary ball up there. Keys a good left foot handball to Raven. To the Raven that time was Jackson. Taking the ball off him there was Delure. Hurry kick coming out by Batten. Tomlinson there keeps his feet, shows his experience of having played football at the top level. Back it goes to Chad Mayo. He's going to get around onto his right handball that comes to O'Brien. Swings it out there now to Zach Metcalf. Goes out wide to O'Donnell. He gets it, he'll go. O'Donnell will be on his left boot. Kicks him board there, looking for... That was Spore there. He can't go over his head. It goes. It's going to allow Kavanagh to come in. Under pressure, he floats the ball to half forward. Metcalf is going back there. Flying high with Haswell has been moved forward. Gibson there. He won't be able to run out all day on the ball, so you're going to need a break somewhere. O'Donnell handball it to himself, though. Going to run in there immediately by Watling. Taken by Haswell. High tackle there. Missed that after he gave him a rap, but it's unsighted that time was Bloom. Gibson then gets the ball. Hurry kick going in there, and a good mark taken that time. Taken there by Fogarty, the soccer recruit. Goes back there to Johnston. Handball's back further now to Durbridge. Good pressure down there by Price. But Durbridge gets the kick away, and it's going to go out there to Harrison. Being chased there by Yench. Should sit all right for Harrison, but good pressure there by the big man. And the big man's going to win out there, but good pressure coming back by Harrison. Still hanging there is Yench. Gets good support there by Delure, but his ball hits the ground, allows O'Malley for Newcastle City to come in. He picks it up at the second hand. Shrugs two tackles, and then gets a spearing kick. Oh, good slips catch taken there by Liam Gibson. Been very, very good across half back. Goes to Pratt. Through open forward line they go. Thompson's going to be the target. Up they go over the back there. This time was Johnson, but it's going to land safely there for Kavanagh. Out it comes to Durbridge. They've got the numbers again as Price puts in a desperate chase there for the Hawks. But a good kick there. Finds out there. It might be Harrison or Scott even, I think it was. Goes in there and Metcalf. And Zach Metcalf is going to take it. Oh, he goes out wide to Pratt. Where the next kick is going to be in there. They've got an open forward line. Good gap coming there. Thompson's going to make a lead coming in. But Delure's going to be a good kick by Pratt. He actually called Delure into that kick. He forced Delure to run to their space. So Delure now kicks it in there looking for Spore. Coming in there. Good work by Keys to fill the gap. It's going to allow Durbridge to get it. He kicks to Enright. Enright swings around the left boot, goes inboard there. Thompson's got the opportunity if it sits for him. It does. A sweeping handball to Van Eustadt. Van Eustadt, another one out there to Thompson on the 1-2. On the left boot he goes. Hurry kick in there. O'Donnell punches the ball away from Haswell. Fall for Gillingham in the pocket. He goes to ground. Good pressure there by Mayo. Forced the ball out of bounds. See, I think they had one handball too many in there. I don't think that handball back to Thompson had to be made. I think they're in a position to have a shot at goal there.
The only thing supporting Van Hoosted in that instance would that be going onto his left side.
But he actually put Thompson on his left side anyway.
Yeah. So
it just put Thompson under that bit of pressure. Coming again. Inchruck over the back comes to Jackson. He's caught there. We'll have another ball up. 25 metres out from goal. Newcastle City goal, and they could certainly do with a goal now. Down by 24 points. 21 minutes gone into the second quarter.
Sure thing, Gary. They need at least 2 would be ideal for Newcastle City to get it back within a 2-goal margin.
Okay, and that could be the first one there. That's a great goal kick there that was great by Jordan Harrison on debut. Well done by the youngster, just on cue. Ran on the ball there, come in, got a hurry kick. And kicked the ball straight through the middle. So good there, fourth goal there for Newcastle City. It's 4-5-29, trailing Cardiff, who are 7-5-47.
Subway Morisset is open 7 days a week. Breakfast, lunch and dinner. Trading hours 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Support local businesses. Subway, eat fresh.
Chris Bishop probably giving away the Best on Ground award today. $20 voucher at Subway Morisset. Certainly plenty of contenders at this stage.
He will be, and he's back in the head coaching reins again this season, is Chris Bishop.
That's right, back for a 10th year after missing last year to his 10th year. Also back playing again, so they'll be hard to beat the Hawks. We'll see them next week when they take on Cardiff in the grand final rematches. Mayo kicks the ball long, comes to the spoil there, going there, misses it. Johnson takes the one hand, probably needed two hand. He gets it back to O'Neill. O'Neill, a hurried handball to O'Brien in the pocket. He gets on the right boot, has a shot at goal. He's classy. He's very, very classy. Simon O'Brien, he becomes the first multiple goal kicker for the Hawks.
Hunter Val, looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Haval and the range of affordable SUVs. Starting from just $24,990, drive away with a 5-year warranty and 5 years roadside assistance. Hunter Haval, give you more. Book your test drive today as the halftime siren goes, Gary.
Right on halftime, there it is, and it is 8-5, 53 leading Newcastle City, who are on 4-5-29. Goal kickers, Lucas?
Goal kickers, firstly for Cardiff, as you just said, 2 goals to Simon O'Brien, and then singles for Josh Murphy, Lucas Burrow, Marcus Delore, Cal Spore, Tom Yench and Andrew Walker. And for Newcastle City, 2 goals for Cam Keast, and then singles for Jordan Harrison on debut and Hayden Kavanagh.
Yeah, look, a good first half of football. Obviously, you know, the heat starting to take control there in the first game of the year, and certainly some tired boys out there at the moment. And you know, that quarter started a little bit scrappy in the middle. I thought both sides went a little bit wide, but when they started playing more down the corridor, the game certainly lifted. And look, both coaches will be certainly pretty happy with how their charges have gone about it earlier on. But I think some of the better players, Lucas, I think for Carter, I think Simon O'Brien's been good. But I reckon Liam Gibson's been very, very good across half-back. Yench and Delure, the mainstay through the middle, have been good. I also thought that Trent Thompson's also had a pretty good game also. While for Newcastle City, Lucas, what do you think?
Cam Keast just set up forward, being that main target, kicking 2 goals. Also, Connor Haswell going through the centre. And then we also saw Ian Baker and Luke Rawnsley doing all the defending at the back, as well as Matt Enright rebounding from half-back, Gary. Yeah,
it certainly is. So, look, a very, very good first half. And at half-time, it is Cardiff 8-5-53, leading Newcastle City 4-5-29. Round 1 of the Hunter Vale Black Diamond Cup competition. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the third quarter of what will no doubt be an exciting quarter of football.
Oh snap! There goes the ball! Oh snap!
You up there or in the shade? Where's your hat?
I don't know.
Do you want to do as you told or I'll ring your mum?
I don't really know.
Under.
Okay. Oh, this is one of the biggest games we've ever had. The grand final. Woo! Let's start this game in a big game.
Right now, welcome back to Hillsborough Oval for about to get underway the third quarter. Lucas, I might get you to run through some scores, mate, if you've got a couple of scores from the earlier games.
I have got the scores for the earlier Black Diamond Plate games, ladies and gentlemen. Starting from Dick Burwell Oval. Terrigal Avoca, 18-12-120, defeated Nelson Bay 1 point. Here at Hillsborough Oval this morning, Newcastle City, 15 goals, 15, 105, defeating Cardiff 4 goals, 125. At Fane Park, Killarney Vale, 15 goals, 373, defeating Warners Bay 10 goals straight, 60. At Tulkaba Park, Lake Macquarie, 12 goals, 13, 85, defeated Maitland 4 goals, 731. And the last of the early games, Gary, Wyong Lakes, 6 goals, 743, were defeated by Gosford, 9 goals, 963.
Excellent, mate. Well done.
Thank you. As Stephen Blame threw the ball up, here we go for quarter number 3.
Jackson gets the first tap down, taken by Gretz. He'll be balled up there again. No, quickly kicked there. Well done that time by Haswell. Goes deep into forward line. Enright move forward this time up against Pratt. Right near the boundary line. Have a ball, boundary throw. Just quickly, the other scores of the Black Diamond Cup game. Well, we've got a quick break in play there, Lucas. We've got Terrigal Avoca, 10-5-65, leading Nelson Bay, 2-3-15. Wyong Lakes, 10-6-60, leading Gosford, 4-4-28. Maitland, 5-7-37, leading Lake Macquarie, 2-10-22. And Warners Bay, 7-3-45, leading Killarney Vale, 1-4-10. So the quickest snap around the body there, just to the narrow side, through for a behind, 4-6-30. Leading 8-4-52.
Sorry, Gary. We saw that from that first centre clearance from Newcastle City, that more direct ball movement straight through the corridor. That's what they'll need if they need to get back into this game.
Yeah, they'll just slowly grind their way back, and that's the Newcastle City's way. As Tomlinson goes out wide, Lennon's been very good and takes another good mark there. He was nearly gone there that time, but he decided I'll just hold up a little bit. But he's certainly been very good on his wing out here, Jack Lennon. He'll go in short. They're looking for Murphy, but in there goes Haswell. Good, strong mark. Certainly strong mark. Certainly been very good today as Haswell. Looks in there. Keith is going to be the direction. Over the back, it goes there of O'Donnell, but Keith picks it up, gets a handball over there, but intercepted by the Hawks. Although this time it's intercepted again. Time threw it out there. It's going to be away to Crawford. All clears a call. Cardiff are holding up there, waiting for a decision, but Crawford played to the whistle and got a much-needed goal there for Newcastle City. They're fifth. And it's 5-5-35. Cardiff 8-4-52.
Belmont 16-footer Sailing Club. Located on the picturesque Lake Macquarie, Belmont 16 is one of the premier venues in the Hunter region, offering the very best in dining, promotions and entertainment. For all the latest news and promotions, visit 16s.com.au or find us on Facebook, the home of the Black Diamond AFL.
They certainly are the home of the Black Diamond AFL. And look, that was a very, very good, important goal that time by Jackson Crawford there. Just actually got ball spilled out and was able to make the most, like a good crumbing forward does, and was able to kick a very, very important goal. And look, just keeps them going. Just keep working hard the Newcastle City Blues, they always do. As Jackson then gets another centre clearance there. Tomlinson, into the back there. Free kick goes away of Tomlinson. Jackson's been very good in the centre, both in the air and also on the ground for Newcastle City. Cardiff's kick out there, looking in the direction that time of Island was too strong, but Watling now's got it for Newcastle City. He goes in there, ball looking for Haswell. Sticks up the mitt and takes it there. Halfback goes there to half forward in the direction. Thompson chipping in, but over the back it's going to go to Baker. It should City will get it on his left boot. It bounces over his head though. He's going to get a second, grab it over. Goes in board now to Scott. Scott on the right boot. It's a flow, wobbly kick though, but I think it's good enough though.
No.
Back-to-back goals to Newcastle City. Stephen Scott gets his first. And the margin now coming back now to 10 points in favour of the Hawks.
GE Industrial Solutions, partnering with the mining community in the hunt for the past 50 years, delivering safe and reliable electrical equipment and engineering services to our customers. Also a proud sponsor of the BDAFL women's competition.
Yeah, women's competition got underway today. 16 teams in that competition, so look, really, really excited about how that is coming along. We would have thought just 3 years ago we had, this will be our fourth season, but 3 years ago when we started, we had 6 teams. So, look, fantastic. All of our clubs now have all got a women's side, 2 from Newcastle City. So, looking forward to a great season. Umpire Stewart throws the ball up in the air again. Need to respond now to the Hawks. Grace is going to try and get a centre clearance. They haven't the ball inside forward 50 as yet. In this quarter is Thompson. He gets under Baker. Hurry kick coming there. Going to be intercepted that time by Dwyer. Started the game very well. On the left boot he goes. Kicks it just inside the boundary line. No, just outside the boundary line. Out of bounds on the full. So they struggled to get the ball out of the centre this quarter, Lucas, the Hawks.
They haven't. Liam Dwyer, we saw that dashing down the wing, was one of their best players so far for Newcastle City. It's been chipped short. No, over the head.
Fogarty drops the mark there as well. Goes in there, puts the shove. He's going to get a free kick for holding the ball. Fogarty's kick. They go high flyers were there when needed. Scott was there, the last goal kicker for Newcastle City. Metcalf's in there, but using his pace was Crawford. Gets in front of it. Enright escorts the ball over the line for a boundary throw in. 25 metres around from the behind post. Probably a bit more than that. But they've done all the attack in this quarter. Newcastle City, which is 5 minutes in. They've already got 2 goals on the board, which was got them back into within striking distance of the Hawks.
Sure have. Cut the lead down to 10 points.
Big punch there by Yench. Good use of the body there by O'Neill. Going to allow Jack Leonard again. High tackle there. Free kick there. Good free kick there against Fogarty. And it's going to be Lennon. Spore makes a lead. He's on it. Good hit on the mark. He's been presented pretty well, Callum Spore. Thompson's running down there now. They've got the numbers back there. Jackson sitting in the hole. Thompson makes a lead. A good kick there. Can't take the mark there just on the half volley. And they're going to be out of bounds for a boundary throw. And right in front of the broadcast area. Good setup again by Newcastle City. They had Jackson sitting in the hole there, which stopped them making that lead that they was being quite successful for the first 2 quarters.
Exactly what you want from your ruckman, just sitting in that, blocking that hole up. And here he is again, Chris Jackson, although Yench belts the ball forward.
Only as far as Knight. Knight fends off Price, then kicks the ball off the side of the boot. It's going to go back, but should land up all right for Harrison. He punches up there, allows Watling to come in under pressure there from Lashley, but good work by Watling, good work by Lashley. Handball to Gretz. Back it comes there now to Spore. Handball in ball to O'Brien. He's kicked 2 goals. The skipper hasn't got that ball. Play on's a call. They're kicked off the ground there by Harrison. It's going to become a 50-50 ball now. Crawford gets it with a toe, then uses his pace. He's got Jackson going. He's not going to handball off to him. He then just holds up, looks for a lead coming out. There is Keith. Great play by Crawford. Really, really good play, good foot skills, and then good poise and awareness to hold the ball up and hit a rampaging Keast on the lead.
As you said, very well there from Jackson Crawford. Had to do that sort of U-turn because there was no one leading in front of him. Waited for that lead from Cam Keast.
Keast on the board. Looks pretty good. That's 3 in a row for Newcastle City. They're back within 4 points now. And Cameron Keast has kicked his 3rd goal.
ISC has been at the cutting edge of designing and manufacturing apparel for elite sporting teams for over 20 years. And they're proud to be the official apparel partner of the Black Diamond AFL.
So really good play there by Crawford. Just showing there as Keast comes in. Good kicking. So it looks a bit unorthodox. Cameron Keast, but very, very reliable. He's kicked 3 today and been a real presence up forward and really led into that space really well. But good work by Harrison there. 50-50 ball. Kicked it off the ground. A bit of a speculator, but he cleared the ball out into his open space and Crawford was able to use his pace. So good comeback by Newcastle City from 24 points down at half-time to now get it back within 4 points.
Centre clearance would be crucial for Cardiff here if they need to get a return goal. So here we go. Jantsch just.
Yeah, O'Malley, down it comes there now. Coming out is Vukovic. On the lead is Murphy. Up against Rawnsley. Goes there. Who's going to be raving? Prices down there. High tackle though. In by Murphy. See, Walker's been off the ground, mate. I haven't seen him being on the ground since... Well, he certainly hadn't come out in the 3rd quarter, which sort of that leading targets now has been Murphy who's been put back there. So Medcalf down there. He'll spoil the ball. Punched away from Gillingham.
Have a quick look at the bench. You've got Bryce Gretz there, closest to us.
Just there, he's just about to come back on the ground as we speak. A boundary throw in on the far wing. Ruckman do battle. Jantsch went early. Jackson got the tap, however. Goes in the ground. Holding the ball. Decision's going to go the way of Newcastle City.
Yeah. No genuine attempt there to dispose of the
metres
football there.
That's 50 metres against Jackson. He gave the ball. Hugh O'Neill gave it to Stephen Bloom. Free kick going to go the way of Jackson, 50 metres. Fouled the ball. So, look, a big chance here. He's going to take him right in the goal square. Big chance Newcastle City will hit the front.
And sure will. Right into the scoring range here. As you said, slightly smaller Hillsborough Oval than most of the ovals around the league. However, he's still got to take the chance and kick the goal. Looks like
that's Jackson. Jackson's going to be 10 metres out from directly in front. So kick here for Jackson should be from there. Should be able to give Newcastle City the lead. He has. It's a great comeback there by City since half-time. 4 unanswered goals has given the Blues the lead.
Prime 7. In 2018, Prime 7 has every big game live and free. Coverage includes 4 games on 7, mate, including Friday and Saturday night and Sunday afternoons. Black Diamond AFL and Prime 7, your local AFL team.
Yeah, it looks a really good comeback by Newcastle City. We spoke about that, really dominating around the centre of the ground. They've only had one inside forward 50 this quarter in almost 10 minutes of play for Cardiff. So now it's a 2-point lead in Newcastle City. They need to respond now, the Hawks.
They sure do. And as we spoke about in the first half, and looking at their big guns like Jantsch, Marcus Delure, and Carl Spohr being good for them in the first half, and Jack Lennon also on this wing closest to us. Need to respond straight away, the Cardiff Football Club.
Again, Jackson wins that tap again. This time Knight gets a kick. They're winning those centre clearances. And just through, it doesn't have to be pretty, but there's Jackson. Great work by the big man on the right foot. Jackson!
Wow.
What a great goal. Goal of the day.
And was an unbelievable finish there from, as we've been talking about, the Rover in some cases, Chris Jackson. We'll wait for this replay because it's definitely worth it.
We spoke about not only has it been his ruck work, but he's been so good on the ground for a big man. And that time he just worked the ball forward. Here it is there. Kicked by Knight. Hurry there, and Jackson just forces his way through 1-2 tackles, grabs the ball 35 metres out under pressure. He converts back-to-back goals for Jackson. And would you believe that is now 5 goals on the trot for Newcastle City?
Sure is. Just in this third quarter alone. Been great work from Newcastle City.
Great work by Jackson. Great individual goal. That certainly lifts his team. The big man in trying conditions for big man. It's hot here today, and he's rucked virtually unstopped.
Sure is, and especially his first game back in the league of an absence of a year, Gary.
Jantsch with that tapper straight. It goes to O'Malley and City are away again and going long. Who's the target down there? A good spoil there. That time down there by Carey, but they're under pressure, the Hawks defence. Van Hoosted goes in really hard there, holding the ball. Free kick's going to go the way there for Newcastle City. It's going to go the way of maybe Van Eusted, I think, or Keast.
Keast?
Maybe Van Eusted.
No.
It's just really up the pressure, haven't they, Newcastle City this quarter? This has been a dynamite 12 minutes of play.
It sure has. Gary, reminds me of the team that you've got that hat you're wearing.
Yeah, certainly. They've been very good. But this is going to be 6 in a row. That's the Richmond hat he's talking about as well. So Van Eusted. Going to come in. Rocks the ball. He's kicked it. He's kicked it. They say it's gone over the post. Have a conversion. I'm not sure they're going to be able to say anything about that. It is a behind. I think they got that right from our vantage point here. I think it did miss to the right.
Yep.
So well done. Well worked out between the umpires.
It is. Quick and efficient, just like it needs to be.
Yep. Tell you what, the let off there for Cardiff, though. That was just, that could be the little break they need to try and just settle down and get themselves back in the game.
They haven't had any possession in the last 5 or 6 minutes in any quantity.
No, they haven't. They've had the ball past their forward line and their forward 50 once this quarter. The quarter's been going now almost 13 minutes. So they've just really been smashed around the clearances this quarter. Up they go. Haswell can't take the mark there again. They're going to win this clearance on the ground there as well. Pressure picks up. They're just under pressure. Vukovic, Batten picks it up for Newcastle City. Out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
Here's boundary throw-in. One of the Newcastle City players just down with, just looks like cramp there next to the contest.
Haswell. That's Haswell. Certainly a warm day. First round. We want him. Probably needs a pickle juice, Lucas.
Yeah.
It's going to be Delure. They're going to go back. How do they go here? It's a floating kick. Going to put the pressure on Walker. Up there against Rawnsley. Rawnsley does the fend off. Gets a handball back to Baker. Handball going to go there to Borrow. Borrow to Walker. One handball too quick. Too many there again. Lennon's in there. Walker comes out the back door. Picked up there. Yeah. Good call by Ashley Borg. Right in front of us. Free kick's going to go the way of Lennon. Murphy's down there. Well, they've got one. They've got numbers. He goes long as Lennon. Murphy there at the back. He takes the mark. Oh, good use of the body there against Johnston. Good kick by Lennon. Put it to the hot spot. And just good use of the body by Murphy. Able to get him to take a mark. About 10 metres out, or probably even less than that. And this could be a much-needed goal for Cardiff.
Sure was. Must have just been outside the square, but on the right side for the left footer.
Yeah, he kicked the goal. Well done to Murphy. That's his second. Got the crowd up and about now, Lucas.
Sure, they sure are, Gary. Star 104.5. Star 104.5 FM plays the music we all love and has proudly supported the Black Diamond AFL since 2005. As you saw there, as we were talking about earlier, Josh Murphy playing that key forward role as of late.
Coming there now, just moved around nice for the left boot. Kicked a very, very important goal. They bring it back within 3 points. 9-7-61, Newcastle City. 9-4-58, Cardiff. And the Hunter Oval Black Diamond Cup Round 1 Match of the Week brought to you by Bar TV, the best in the business for grassroots sport broadcasting.
They just needed to stem that flow, Cardiff. That's what they did with that goal from Josh Murphy.
Knight going to get another centre clearance. They haven't got a clearance at all, Cardiff, this quarter. Good ball down there. Metcalf is going to sit over for Thompson. Thompson gets it on the right boot, screws it around. Is that a quick response? No, misses that.
Side.
So Yencher's off, sitting at full forward. Walker's gone into the ruck against Jackson, but they've just been dominated through the centre clearances this quarter.
They have.
And really put their back line under pressure.
Showed it on the scoreboard as well, Gary.
Gibson kicks it in. Lennon's going to be there. Also Vukovic. Over the back, it's going to go to Baker. Baker under pressure by Vukovic. He gets a handball over the top. It's going to go to Enright. Enright short to Mitch Knight. Mitch Knight plays on the right boot he goes. Kicks it to the top of the square. High flyers needed. Falls through from behind by Cardiff. 9-9-63. 9-4-58. 5 points to margin. We've been playing 16 minutes in the third quarter. Goes out the far side. Good use into the back.
Yep.
Hands in the back there. Going to go the way this time of Murphy. They've been consistent with that all day. So Murphy. Hasn't got much to go for. Inch is probably too far away. He's going to go the Yench direction, though. He's got a lot of work to do. Rawnsy will come out and take that on his chest.
Look for the switch here, Gary. Comes straight back
And
towards us.
And they've got the numbers as well. Boys, that's a poor kick, however, by Rawnsy. He's opened the door for Pratt. Pratt out there. So going over the tour there. Should sit for Thompson. He doesn't. He holds up. He got 3 people to beat. He gets a handball back there. Comes back to Vukovic. Drops one he probably should have had. Wish he had timed again. He's still got out there. Yeah, they're taken there by, this was Borrow. Lucas Borrow. Don't have to kick from probably nearly 40 metres out. Kick to put him back in front. Kicked 1 goal earlier. Lucas Borrow kicked in the first quarter.
Has been good in terms of forward pressure as well.
Right in front of us. Borrow comes on, looks good off the boot. Has it got the distance? It hasn't. Good spoil right on the line there by Johnson and also Baker. And through from minus good and bring the margin back to 4 points in favour of Newcastle City.
What you want your key defenders right on the goal line to spoil any ball through. Very well done there by the Newcastle City defence.
So Rawnsley's going to bring the ball back into play. Goes out the far side of the ground. Great kick. Finds O'Malley. Good kick by Rawnsley. So O'Malley takes a mark on the half-back flank. Goes inboard there looking for Keaston. Finds him. Oh, he drops a mark he should have taken. Allows Pratt to swat it away. Back it comes there now to O'Donnell. Gets on his left boot. Free kick down the ground. It's going to be there. It's going to be downfield. It's going to be back there in the act of kicking. So
yeah, just against Watling that.
So it's going to be O'Donnell. Yench will be the target again, deep forward. Goes like I think he's got it over the back too. Good kick by O'Donnell. That was a very, very good trajectory on that kick, a piercing kick. Rawnsley had the front position, but just the pace on the ball was able to get over the back, and Yench was able to go back and take a good mark. And he's going to go back for a shot on goal. He's kicked 1. Going to go back for his second kick. This game last year, Yench made a fantastic introduction to Black Diamond AFL. He kicked 3 goals in the last quarter to actually get Cardiff up in a thriller over Newcastle City. Tell you what, this is probably important. Wind has picked up a little bit, Lucas.
Sure has, just blowing across the ground from where we're sitting here.
That kick's going to sit up the top there. Murphy's going to fly high. Looked like he pulled his hands down at the last minute there. I think he was going to go for a jump. And anyway, the fist from the defence of Newcastle City sees the ball out of bounds. 15 metres around from the behind post. Newcastle City currently in front by 4 points. And we've been playing 19 minutes in the third quarter.
Here we go, this contest we've been talking about all day. Jackson and Yanch. Gave that to Jackson, tapping it forward.
Pratt's going to come through. He takes the one hand, needed the 2 hands there. Allows Crawford get a hurry kick. Up it comes. Tomlinson's going to come in. Spoil that time, however, by Spore. Taken by Gretzer. Out here through Mayo. Mayo through centre half board. Had the ping at the goal, but it's going to be to the left. Murphy can't take it. Out of bounds for a boundary throw in. Gee, that was pretty good play there by Mayo.
And was still not a bad result there for Cardiff. They're locking the ball deep inside their forward 50, right next to the behind post.
Defender saw the goals. Light, eyes lit up. The wind's certainly picked up a little bit, certainly picked up more now. Tell you what, not before time either, Lucas, let me tell you. We're blowing across the ground. Over the back it goes, the pack there. Bobbles forward to Watling. He's going to get a clearing kick away for Newcastle City. They've got the numbers back there, and Delua takes the mark on the wing.
Gone for
Chips
that
him board, lifts him board to Pratt. He put him under real pressure with Keaston Batten also. And there's a Batten sweeps a handball to Kavanagh. He can't pick it up, but Thompson can. Wins a good one-on-one. But Fogarty should take the mark there, and he does. Takes the mark in front of Gretz. So Fogarty on the right boot he goes. Goes out towards the far wing. Mayo's out there also, out there with Van Eusted. Going to be holding the ball. Free kick. It's going to go the way of Chad Mayo. Good one-on-one contest. Good one-on-one win there by Mayo.
Sure has. He's had a fair few possessions in the last passage of play, has Chad Mayo.
Mayo looks to go in board there. Going to find Tomlinson. He just has to shield his eyes from the sun. Goes back in there to Walker. Walker runs through half-back, then goes across the half-forward. Murphy's his target. Up there is Fogarty. Good mark by Murphy. Really, really good mark. Probably really being kicking distance. He's got Price there. He's got Price. So Murphy's going to go back. This will really test him from here, I think. I reckon any wind that's there, I think he's actually kicking into it.
Trent Thompson, he's gone short to Thompson, in fact, honouring that lead.
But he's actually kicked it from where he kicked it. He's actually further away from where the man on the mark was. So he's actually lost distance to where he was. So the mark was inside 50, and now it's outside 50. So Thompson gets to the top of the square. Yench is there. Can't get a good run at it, though. Good work down there in defence by Keast. But a mark taken by Baker. Kept Yench out of the contest there very fairly. He goes there, and it's going to be taken by Crawford deep in defence. Doing work at both ends of the ground, Jackson Crawford. Van Eustace is going to be a target. They're both he and also Jake Island overrun the ball, and we're going to have a boundary throw in on the far wing.
Well, tempo has just slowed down in the last few minutes, Gary. A few more stoppages around the ground. Maybe both teams are starting to feel the effects of the heat.
Yeah, and we're getting close to three-quarter time. We've got about 22 minutes gone. This time playing 25 minutes flat. Our clock, of course, is not the official time clock, Lucas. So it's close to three-quarter time. And either way, it's going to be certainly setting up for a cliffhanger last quarter. Newcastle City's going to go for their Van Eustace up against Mayo. Mayo spoils it, and it's going to be Spoor who's going to pick it up for Cardiff. He's going to swing around onto his left boot, goes to the centre wing. Free kick down the ground again. And it's going to go the way of, is it Gibson or Lennon? Lennon it is. No, it wasn't Lennon. Sorry, I take it back. Might have been O'Donnell. Goes to 3-on-1 though. Ever Walker's done well to spoil that. Picked up there taken by Borrow. Picked up by Gretz this time. Handball comes out to Walker. He's tackled. Tempers are actually flaring a little bit here in the heat. Heat and fatigue.
Yeah.
Good punch there by Yench. How's it going to sit? Going back there is Harrison. Harrison inboard. Really pressure here. Going to ground there is Rawnsley. Handball to Baker. That's the old firm now. Hurry kick. Goes there to Scott. Scott on the right boot. Runs between back pocket halfback. Kicks to the centre wing. It's going to go down there to Spoor.
And it's been paid out of zone free kick there. Holding to Newcastle City.
Is it down the other end of the ground? It's going to go to Yench. It's going to be a free kick down at half forward for Yench. Obviously an illegal shepherd.
He's just pointing down the ground. There you go.
Yeah, picked up by Stephen Bloom out the outer field umpire. So it's going to be Yench. Too far out to score there because that is kicking into the breeze. But they've got no one down there. They've got like a Walker there. Price.
And Lennon.
Looking for a lead. I think he's going to be too far out. Definitely too far out to score. So he goes to the top of the square. Lennon's going to be the target. But there's Harrison. Oh, this could be a chance here. Oh, good work there by Vukovic. He's actually stole. They've been unlucky the ball didn't sit for him. He's going to get it back a second time though. Gets a handball out to Lennon. Lennon on the right boot. A snap. Deserved better that work by Vukovic. Really good play. But once again, a mark taken by Adam Johnson. Johnson through fullback. Goes to kick at the centre of the ground. Yench is there. Also Keast. Good use of the body by Keast. Takes a mark. Handballs quickly to Scott. Scott tries to get away from Yench. He can't do. Ball goes back there to Keast. Tackled by Lennon. Baker picks it up. High tackle. Baker's going to take. Just use his experience. Wanting it settled down. Going to be a kick there looking for Crawford. Thompson goes back over the top there, giving Cardiff a hand there was Island. He goes, looks for Dwyer, who can't beat him. Going back there to Gibson. Gee, there's some Thai boys out there at the moment. Crawford tackled there by Dwyer's tackle also. Batten overruns the ball. O'Brien goes in and picks it up for Cardiff. Gets a handball. It comes out there to Island. High tackle's going to go to Gibson. I think both sides are certainly looking for three-quarter time at the moment, Lucas.
They sure are, though. If anything, the tempo's picked up in the last 5 minutes, Gary. Both sides sensing that either side may be vulnerable, with Newcastle City only holding a 4-point lead.
Tomlinson looks for Pratt, and Pratt takes the mark just in front of the interchange area. Pratt going to look there for Yench. He's called Yench in. Baker goes back and takes a strong mark there. But what a great enterprising quarter of football, certainly dominated by Newcastle City, who kicked 5 unanswered goals. And they're going to take a 4-point lead into three-quarter time. It's Newcastle City 9-9-63. Cardiff 9-5-59. Lucas.
The goal kickers, Gary. Firstly for Newcastle City, 3 goals for key forward Cam Keast, 2 for Jackson Crawford, and then singles for Stephen Scott, Hayden Kavanagh, Chris Jackson and Jordan Harrison. And then for Cardiff, 2 goals each for Simon O'Brien and Josh Murphy. Then singles for Lucas Borrow, Marcus Delure, Cal Spoor, Tom Yanch and Andrew Walker.
So fantastic quarter of football that time by Newcastle City. Cardiff is certainly in the contest. 4 points of margin in favour of City. We've got one exciting quarter of football to come up. We'll be back in a couple of minutes to bring you that quarter. Right, back here for the third quarter. Lucas, you're over in the city huddle there at three-quarter time. What'd you learn?
I was Tim Cotter very impressed with their pressure for about. We were talking about that 10-minute period where Newcastle City were on top of Cardiff. The pressure, and he was very impressed with their centre clearance work.
Yeah, I was with the car with Nathan Harker. Very, very disappointed with the work rate, especially in the centre of the ground, and wants them to lift. He said all the hard work they did in the first quarter, certainly they undid it all in that third quarter, but certainly be very happy with that start. A good centre clearance there by O'Brien. And Lachlan Price has been taking a mark now and going to have the first shot on the goal to give the chance to give the Hawks the lead back at the start of the last quarter.
Perfect position here for this hit with Lachlan Price, directly behind the mark. So what Price can do on his left side.
Comes in, strikes the ball. Looks like he's just pulled it a little bit. Oh, no, he hasn't. He's got it in there. Great start by the Hawks. First goal, gives them the lead again by 2 points.
ISC has been at the cutting edge of designing and manufacturing apparel for elite sporting teams for over 20 years, and they're proud to be the official apparel partner of the Black Diamond AFL.
One thing I noticed out there at the three-quarter time was actually the breeze that we mentioned picked up. It is actually blowing pretty well, much favouring the end of Cardiff. Are going to kick in this last quarter, so there's a bit of an advantage for the home side. But really, so I think it's going to come down to who's got the legs. Really, it's been a hot day. It's been played at a pretty frenetic pace. The game, some good physical contests. So I think who's going to have the legs. I think later on this quarter could have a huge bearing on this game.
That just to add to that, Gary, they are running slightly downhill to Cardiff, so that may influence it slightly.
So Batten gets a kick there. Sits up there. Who's going to run out and lead it? Enright's going to lead out. Takes on the chest. Tries to bust the tackle, and he does that well. And then gets a swooping handball back to Baker. Baker on the left boot, looking for Thompson. He's got 2 to beat there. He keeps on his feet. Gibson lays the tackle. Handball to Van Newstead. Handball inboard. Oh, he's missed Watling there, but it's going to go to Enright. Enright tackled by Price. He's not getting out of that. He's not getting out of that tackle. You don't get out of Jack Pratt's tackles. No way.
Great ball and all tackle. Carey looking on the lead. Pratt goes towards Carey.
Got a big heart, has, I think, probably could have been a free kick there. Well done there. That's great work there. That time by O'Donnell. His kick let him down there as Jackson puts a smother in the big ruck. He's going to have to pick it up again. Been like another rover. Great goal he kicked in the third quarter, 1 or 2. But he's going to go out there. Boundary line's going to win this. Metcalf keeps it in. Still keeps it in. Keeps it out. So boundary throw in. On the centre wing. A good tackle, back of that Pratt tackle. He's just small in stature, but loves a rugged contest and really got a really, really big heart.
He does ball and all tackle on Enright was crucial. Here we go again, though. Jackson and Yanch.
Ball there, out of bounds. Pretty good contest. I think Jackson's probably won the contest at the moment. Yeah, still got a quarter. Jackson and Yanch can be very, very influential in the last quarter. But I think Jackson certainly won the battle at this stage.
He's probably been better in the taps, Jackson. And Yanch has kicked 2 goals, but Jackson's work around the ground, I think, got him over the line so far.
Good O'Brien. O'Brien's kicked 2 goals also. Gets it down there. Murphy there going with Dwyer. Good use of the body by Dwyer. Good use of the hands by Murphy to force another contest. I don't think the temperature's dropped too much, Lucas.
I don't think it has, Gary. It's still... Breeze hasn't made that much difference as yet.
So Yench does well. He gets a tap there, coming down, done by Mitch Knight. Knight swings around the right, but they've got Gibson there. He's going to pick it up. He picks it up and goes through. He's going to go to centre half forward. No one really there, though. It's going to be a mark taken by Price. Probably one area they've fallen down today is that centre half forward area, I reckon, Cardiff today. They haven't really found that. When they've been able to create a space through there and get the full forward leading out, but when City have been able to actually put a man in there, I think they've really struggled in that area. Good to see Haswell back on the ground after suffering from cramp in the third quarter. He missed the second half of that third quarter. Free kick's going to go the way of Cardiff out there on the centre wing. It's going to go to Tomlinson.
And they'll definitely need Connor Haswell to be influential in this last quarter if Newcastle City are going to get over the line, Gary.
Certainly are. He was best on ground, you would say, up to half time. No doubt about that. So Tomlinson, left boot he goes. Looking for a target there. Looks for Thompson. Calling there is Vukovic. Vukovic goes on the right boot. He goes towards goal. Down there is Murphy. Oh, he dropped the mark he probably normally would take probably 8 times out of 10. Through for a minor score. Still keeping the lead, however, by 3 points now. 10-6, 66, 9-9, 63. Turbridge short there to Mitch Knight. Deep in the pocket. Target's going to be Jackson. There with Yench. Over the back, it's Gibson. Around the front there is Enright Romeo. Jackson, then good quick handball. Out it comes to Scott. Scott, it goes there to Watling. Goes in short there, looking, they're going to go, sits a 50-50 ball to Dwyer. Well done, O'Donnell. O'Donnell gets a handball, going to go sit there for Crawford. Crawford kicks for goal and misses to the right. Misses to the right. Gee, good transition of play there by Newcastle City. Once again, Jackson was very influential with her picking up that spilt ball and creating an opportunity.
It was.
So Tomlinson's going to bring the ball back in for Cardiff. Good kick. That's the kick, you know. Both sides have been guilty, I reckon, today of just kicking deep into the pocket from fullback. I reckon that's the play down there as Price goes up there. Well done. Good work down there by Kavanagh again. Kavanagh or Johnson. Might be Johnson even. Good pressure come from Grates. He just keeps going at it. Good work there. Well done. Johnson, but Price picks up, drops in there to Grates. And Grates handball in there for O'Brien. No Neils there. Sweeps it out to Price. He's already kicked one. Unselfish play there, but it's all intercepted. Brian's got that in front of him now. Can he pick it up? Price picks it up again. Ducks one way, goes another. Ducked his head. Oh, geez, lucky to get away with that. I thought he ducked his head.
I tend to agree with you there,
give
Gary.
Him 10 out of 10 for his commitment and that. He kicked the ball and kept going in there. But I think probably he may have just, I ducked into it. But, protect the head. You can't blame the umpire for that. Not at all.
You can't?
But really good. Some of the crowd there, great effort it was there. So his possessions may not be high today, Lockie, but geez, pressure's been really good in the forward line.
It has been, especially in this last quarter or so. Lachlan Price had a fair few possessions, and you said the forward pressure's been outstanding.
So Price, kick one. This will be second for the quarter. Right behind him. Looks good off the boot.
He's got it.
Well done, Price.
Prime 7. In 2018, Prime 7 has every big game, live and free. Coverage includes 4 games every round, including Friday and Saturday night and Sunday afternoons. Black Diamond AFL and Prime 7, your local AFL team.
Yeah, every time you mention Prime 7, it just wants me to talk about Richmond again, but anyway.
Why not?
Exactly. But look, very, very good play there by, plenty of good pressure there by the forward line of Cardiff. And it come back from the kicking. I'll go back to what I said earlier on, is a kick from Tomlinson. From there, it goes up to the centre wing. So all day, both sides have been guilty of just kicking the ball in the pocket. When you got 10 metres, you can get it up to the centre wing, and that just opened it up there with Yench. And there's Yench again now. He's out of court, holding the ball.
Sorry, Gary.
And with that, through Crawford, sorry.
And with that kick out to Mayo as well, he took that. There was no Newcastle City within 5 or 6 metres of him. Took that totally uncontested. O'Donnell
clears it away for Carr. Back up to the wing there. Go there, O'Malley. Down it comes to Tomlinson at the front. He goes in the centre of the ground to Yench. Yench has got the sit there on. Yeah, Jackson, good mark. Handball off to Delure, just behind him. He's going to have to wait again. He gets a swooping handball to O'Neill. O'Neill back to Yench. He's under pressure now. That Vukovic, is it under pressure? Or Delure, just too many handballs, mate. Too many handballs. As O'Malley picks up, he gets a handball out. It comes to Thompson. Thompson on the left boot. Pratt should come out and take it on his chest. He does. But they're out there a couple of times. They look for that extra handball. Sometimes to get that magic possession is not always going to be there. The quick kick forward when you've got a ground that's about 140 metres long. Get into the forward 50. Create that contest at the top of the square. Scott, back it comes in there. Durbridge looking there for Gillingham. Been pretty quiet today. Gillingham well held by Medcalf. He's certainly a classy player. Gillingham kicks it up high. Haswell's going to be the target. Tomlinson's going to be there as well. Can't take the mark. Knocked away by Keith at the time. Crawford's kick is smothered there. That time by Carey. Donald's in there as well. O'Malley picks it up. Handball back. It comes to Watling. Left boot. Watling is a scrubby kick though. He's not going to score a goal out of that. Out of bounds for a boundary throwing. 5 metres around from the Newcastle City goal. They're out on their feet at the moment.
They are. Sure showed the class there from Macro O'Malley, though, in the tight spaces in the telephone box, getting that short, sharp handball out to put player in space.
So 9 minutes gone in the final quarter. Currently a 6-point lead to Cardiff. Keys to do battle with Yench. No one gets a clear tap out. Taken by Lashley. It falls for Carey. That's Carey's just going to sit straight for Baker. Well, Baker could have played on from there. He's too far out to score from there. He's got Batten who ran into a good position for him. He ignores that. O'Malley's in short. Obviously short, there he goes in there, good, well done. Just held that, loosened defence there by Cardiff. And it's going to be Gillingham. He's a good kick at goal, Pat Gillingham.
Might just need this shot at goal to get him kick-started for this last part of the quarter, Gary.
Yeah, hasn't kicked the goal today. So Gillingham. Gillingham. Off the boot. Looks good off the boot. Just misses slightly to the left. Marcus Basham to 5 points. Favour of Cardiff.
Yeah,
again, no, there's that. So that's a kick, I reckon. There.
Yeah.
I don't think that kick benefits. Both sides have done it. I don't think that kick benefits you at all.
Well, and what it normally does, not on this occasion, is he switches across the ground to Tomlinson, who will play on and go.
Coming off the bench there at the time, there was Vukovic. Just there, who they got at centre half forward? That's the aerial. Can't take the mark. There was Harrison. Handball from Borrow back to Price, back to Borrow, fresh forcing it forward. They virtually took the ball all the way from one end of the ground to the other. Young ones there, forced it through from behind.
And with that short kick we were just talking about, Gary, that short one in the pocket, you normally have no other option than to go long down the line so that your opposition can trap you in.
It just means you can only really go one side of the ground.
Yeah. It's too predictable.
They go sitting up there a bit for Knight, but he takes it just in front of Mayo. Skipper of City, worked his way into the game. Goes there, Gillingham. Goes there and takes, a bit unlucky not to be paid the mark there. Lashley, handballs out there. He's going to miss Vukovic though, but he's got time to pick it up. Price makes a lead there. He still holds it one way, hold another. Lashley again, gets it, a hurry kick coming in there. Murphy's going to come out and meet the ball. Price is in there, dangerous as well. Sits over the back. Murphy does a speculator. Hits the post. 7 point the margin now in favour of Cardiff. Once again, that's a real issue Cardiff got at centre half forward there, which makes them have to do that extra handball, doing that extra handball around the centre wing area there.
It is.
And put themselves under pressure.
Just need that goal to kick away. Get short in the pocket again.
Goes to Johnson. Johnson goes out wide there. He's going to find Harrison on debut. Certainly been serviceable. Kicked a nice goal in the second quarter. On the left boot he goes there. Keith is going to be his target. He's certainly very good early, Keith. Back it comes to Haswell. Roved it well there. Holding the ball. Great tackle there by Metcalf. Well done. Good experience there by Borg. He actually called advantage for Lockie Pratt when he's going to go Jack Pratt. And then Jack Pratt held the ball up. And so a very, very good experienced umpiring there. Gibson across it comes there now to O'Donnell. O'Donnell on the left foot's going to miss Pratt. He's struggling for a bit with cramp. Oh, look at it. He's going to be overrunning that ball was Crawford. He now goes back to O'Donnell. O'Donnell on his left boot he goes again. Kicked in the Yench direction with Jackson over the back. However, they were taking that is that
Durbridge.
That's Durbridge, yes. High kicker there. Good there. Keys can't take the mark. Scott, who's been very good. Watling on the right boot he goes. Gets the call. Coming out wide there is Haswell. Also out there with him is Dwyer. Dwyer on the left boot. Goes to the top of the square. Gillingham can't see, but he takes the mark. Good work there by Gillingham. Through the middle there. Dwyer, Haswell, Scott, who's been exceptional for Newcastle City today. And Gillingham is certainly coming to his own in the last 5 minutes.
Sure has. Was a very good centering ball there from Dwyer on his non-preferred and great use of the body from Gillingham.
Gillingham comes in. Oh, that was the crowd will tell you the story there. Bad miss there by Gillingham. 9-12-66. 11-8-74. We'll let everyone off today in this last quarter. They're out on their feet here, some of these players. It's hot, ground's hard, and the contest has been fierce. Let's see where Tomlinson goes this time. So I'll go out here where Vukovic is, right here on the centre wing. I reckon that's the place to go. Well, you even go further down to Yench at centre half forward. Is Mayo, gets the handball over the top. It's going to sit for Dwyer, however. No, it doesn't. It sits up there for Lennon. Oh, that's very, very clever. Kicked it to himself, the old soccer kick. Then chips it up there, coming out to meet it. There now is Delure, also with Johnson, the 235. Delure, very clever, gets a kick there, holding the ball, holding the man. Free kick's going to go the way of Marcus Delure. Been pretty serviceable today too, Delure. He's not the flashiest player, but he just gets in and does the hard work.
Spot on there, Gary.
and just accumulates his possessions. The inch will be a target there with Baker. Got the height advantage there. Oh, jeez. Yeah, good work by Baker. I think he got away with that. I thought he might have engaged a fraction early, but Delure's going to come back there with Jackson. I picked the ball up. Jackson's going to get it again. Held there by Delure. Good one-on-one contest by those two. They can barely stand up or barely bend over and pick the ball up. Both two good players. Jackson's rucked virtually the whole game and been exceptional.
Not just rucked, as we've said, he's just roving around the ground his own ball most of the time, Chris Jackson. Great serviceable return in his first game back in the Black Diamond Australian Football League.
Oh, certainly has been. He's been a good player no matter where he plays. Free kick there is going to go to Newcastle City, holding the man out on half-back flank. Newcastle City currently trailing by 8 points. We've been going 16 minutes into the last quarter. Kicked out wide. Van Newstead should take the mark, and he does. Takes in front of O'Neill. Wants to move it on quickly.
Yeah, but on the lead from Gillingham. No, not on it.
He's also making a target there. He's going to go to Gillingham's direction there now. Up they go. Good spoil coming from the back there by Carey. And they're away again. In short to Price. Had a good last quarter. Price is going to find Thompson. Thompson's is out now. He's got Lentz on the lead. He's gone long, though. Gone long and out of bounds on the full. Yeah, that was a poor result, really. They would have wanted better out of that. Good work from Carey through the back line, and Vukovic also for Cardiff.
Almost trying to lead Jench back to the goal square, but would have been better trying to hit him up in the lead.
Yeah, Jench has done a power of work, so to actually be hard getting him to actually, you should just kick it on his head rather than make him work too hard because he's just been out on his feet. As Spoor picks it up, holding the man. Free kick's going to go to Batten. So Stephen Batten. Donahue makes a lead. Keese is going to be his target. He's not going to get to Keese. As Grace is going to be there. Can't take the mark. Gets to Keese there now. Thompson's out there. Gets the handball to Crawford. He can't take it. Going there. Can't take that is Mayo. Picking the ball up there is O'Donoghue. Good handball back. It comes in the direction there. That must have been Harrison. Gets it out there by Thompson. A hurry kick coming there. Sitting there for Murphy. Over there is Jench. Jench taps it over the back. Murphy's going to run onto it. Can he gets it onto his non-preferred foot? Through for a behind. 11-8, 11-9, 75. 9-12, 66. 9 points the difference. So the two Price goals are the only goals that we've had in this quarter. And it's given Cardiff the advantage at the moment. Ronzi goes out the far side. Up they go. Van Houston can't take the mark. Delure overruns it. They're out again. Cardiff. O'Brien's tackled though. Tackling's been fierce all day today. Picked up by Lennon, who's also been very good. Batten there. High tackle, sorry, on Enright.
Yeah. Looks like Macca O'Malley down there in back plays well, but also suffering cramp.
Yeah, I think most of them be suffering cramp at some stage, I reckon. Enright goes out there now. That is Dwyer. Been very good for City also. Dwyer goes in short. They're looking for O'Donoghue. Misses him. Out of bounds on the full. And the resulting free kick's going to go to Tomlinson. So Tomlinson goes in short there and finds Pratt. So Pratt goes in the direction there, looking good hands there by Jack Lennon. So Lennon takes the mark. Good there on the half-forward flank.
He's almost been their best player on the ground, I think, today.
Lennon's been very, very good. Yeah. So Lennon's going to go back and have a kick for goal. Probably about 40 metres out. Take a very, very good kick. The boost on the top of the square. Up they go, Jench. Oh, it's a goal, though. Rachel Goodenough's gone down, though, but I think it's through for a goal. Goal to Jack Lennon. That tops off a very, very good game for the midfielder. Slips the margin now out. A good result out to a 15-point lead now. 12-9, 81. 10-6, 66.
Star 104.5. Star 104.5 FM plays the music we all love and has proudly supported the Black Diamond AFL since 2005.
Good work by Lennon there. Good mark, and then finish off with a kick on the square. Jench had the sip, was able to see it was going to go through, and was able to let the ball go through for a much-needed mage, and some work to do now for Newcastle City. Been going 19 minutes. I'm not sure they got the legs in there. They had a couple of opportunities down there. Pat Gillingham had a shot for goal. Had another couple of those opportunities also that they missed. So 15 points the margin at the moment. 9-12, 66 Newcastle City.
Here's a centre clearance.
The clearance comes there. That's Scott. Goes long. Here's the quick reply. It is. Fogarty takes the mark. Well done, Stephen Scott. And this could be just the reply they need Good mark by Fogarty on debut. He missed one earlier on from a little bit further out. So Fogarty on debut.
Needs to kick this.
Yeah. So Fogarty comes in, kicks the goal. Good work by City, good centre clearance, good work by Stephen Scott, who's also been exceptional for Newcastle City today, and just keeps them coming back in it. Gets them back there now in with that 9-point margin.
Bar TV Sports. Bar TV Sports specialise in the live streaming and broadcasting of local sport, including the Black Diamond AFL. Bar TV Sports, making your game the main game. As the ball's once again gone into the forest that is Hillsborough Oval.
Yep. So, look, certainly been a good game. So some of the best players. We've got the Subway Player of the Match award to certainly to give out after the game. And some of the better players for Newcastle City. Well, Jackson's been fantastic. I reckon Haswell played well in the first half. I reckon Stephen Scott's probably been good at four-quarter performers they've had. And down back we've got Rawnsley and also Baker have been very good.
Yep.
For Cardiff, what do you think for Cardiff there?
Cardiff, I think, as we just said, I think the standout is Jack Lennon.
Yeah.
But you also have the usual suspects. Yench. Walker's been all right at serviceable, actually.
Yeah.
Delure, Trent Thompson as well, I think.
Yeah. So certainly, just have a bit of delay while we wait for the footy to come back.
We have. Also like to thank our sponsors, as we always do here on Black Diamond AFL. Bar TV Sports, as I just mentioned. The entertainment grounds on the Central Coast. Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery. Marksman Workforce. Subway Morissette. Of course, Hunter Haval being the major sponsor. Belmont 16-footer Sailing Club, GE Industrial Solutions, ISC, Prime 7 and Star 104.5 FM, Gary, as the football has returned to the centre of the ground.
Back in the centre of the ground, they're just waiting that. So just a couple of scores from around the ground. Terrigal, 101-point leaders over Nelson Bay, Wyong Lakes over Gosford, Maitland over Lake Macquarie, and Warners Bay over Killarney Vale. We've got a tight one here, 9 points the margin at the moment. So it goes in there in the centre of the ground. Going to have another ball up.
We are. Once again, Jackson and Yanch continuing the gladiator-like battle. Give that to Jackson.
That was Keese, but anyway, but we'll give it to Jackson.
That too.
Yeah, that comes out there going there. Oh, overrun the ball. Haswell on the left boot he goes. He snaps it around. How's it look? It looks good. We've got a 3-point ball game on our hands here at the moment. Great goal to Connor Haswell.
The entertainment grounds on the Central Coast. The Entertainment Grounds has quickly established itself as a premier events location on the Central Coast. The Entertainment Grounds is an indoor and outdoor multi-purpose community facility for functions, events, festivals, weddings, exhibitions, as well as horse racing.
So, good work there. So, just back-to-back goals. Just when we thought Cardiff were starting to run away with it and look pretty safe, all of a sudden, a quick 2 centre clearances. That's where it's come from. 2 centre clearances has got the ball down there, 2 quick goals, and it's a 3-point ball game. And we've probably got about, getting deep into the quarter, probably 5 minutes to go.
And I was saying at the start of this quarter, Gary, that's where Coach Tim Cotter was very pleased with his troops, the centre clearance work and around the ground.
Quite enough, they mean up the loose one. Here's another centre clearance again, and Mitch Knight's been influential in each of those. Goes to Gillingham. Gillingham kicks the ball up high. He's going to take the mark there. Goes down there. Crawford can't take it. Tackle there by Carey. Got a kick away. Just got his boot to that just in time. Taken that time by Gretz. Out it comes to Mitch Knight. He's been powerhouse in this last quarter. Haswell goes out there with Tomlinson. How's he going to kick the last goal? Haswell. Tomlinson uses all his experience. Well done there by the veteran defender and Queenslander. But Mitch Knight, I'll go back to him. He's been a powerhouse. Bit slow to start, but just really in the contest now. The game's really been there to one and it gets tighter. He certainly comes to his fore.
Just with that play there, Tomlinson did very well to corral the more agile Haswell not to overcommit and lose his feeding.
He comes out there now. Metcalf leads Fogarty in the right. Curry kicked them on the boundary line there. Who's going to win this? Good content. Enright can't win it. O'Brien's got the run of it. Murphy's got it as well. He fumbled at the inopportune time. O'Brien can't get there, but he toes it off the line there. He's going to go out there as Lucas Borrows. Could use his pace, the youngsters. Goes to going to ground there was O'Malley. Gets it out there. Picking up there is Delure. He's got it. Wants to get it out there. Price has got on the hurry on the boot. There's no one in the goal square for Cardiff. He kicks it out there. Good kick. He's going to find Murphy. Murphy's going to get it. Murphy's going to run into goal. Murphy kicks a goal. Great response by Cardiff.
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery. Sports Coast Trophy, the leading supplier of trophies and embroidery on the Central Coast. They are so proud supporters of the Black Diamond AFL.
Great work there. Started out there. You go right back to the contest by Nick Tomlinson over on the halfback flank. They got that, and then they just worked the ball forward through there. O'Brien got it forward. Delure got the ball to move out through there, and then Price, great vision there. Got it out there from Murphy, who ran on, got the ball, and kicked his third goal. And margin's now out to 8 points in favour of Cardiff. But still time though. Still be a few minutes to go.
And that's that ball movement you explained there, Gary, that Cardiff been renowned for all day.
The umpire ball throws it up in the air. Keats gets it out, comes O'Brien again, a skipper, he goes long. Who's in there? No one in the square. No one's in the square. Great goal from the clearance from the skipper. Simon O'Brien kicks his third. I think the Hawks are home.
I think they are, Gary. Marksman Workforce. Marksman Workforce have been great supporters of the Black Diamond AFL since 2016.
Great goal there. And quite interesting enough is that Chris Jackson on the bench. I think he's really struggling. He's worked tirelessly all day. Keats has come out there in the ruck, but you just see that ball there. Just comes out, just ran through centre half forward and just had the carry to get it through. And a great goal for Cardiff. And now you would think 14 points as the siren goes to end a fantastic game of football, Lucas. And in the end, it's the home side Cardiff, 14-9-93. Have defeated Newcastle City 11-12-78. Goal kickers, Lucas.
Goal kickers, firstly for the home side in Cardiff. 3 goals, just as we saw them for Simon O'Brien as well as Josh Murphy. 2 goals for Lachlan Price, and then singles for Jack Lennon, Lucas Borrow, Marcus Delure, Cal Spohr, Tom Yench and Andrew Walker. And then for Newcastle City, Gary, 3 goals for Cam Keast, 2 for Jackson Crawford, and then singles for Connor Haswell, James Fogarty on debut, Stephen Scott, Hayden Kavanagh, Chris Jackson and Jordan Harrison.
Yeah, look, so it was a fantastic game of football, played in great spirit. You know, Cardiff, certainly after an even first quarter, they certainly got on top through the second quarter. Newcastle City certainly dominated the third quarter. They kicked 5 straight goals after half-time to hit the lead, and then took a 4-point lead into three-quarter time. And then just when you thought Cardiff kicked a couple of goals early through Price in that last quarter, you just thought they were going to be able to, they were pretty good and home and hosed. And then Newcastle City go forward again, kick a couple of quick goals, but then Cardiff, like all good sides do, they were able to pull away in the last quarter and win by a couple of goals. So look, a fantastic effort by both sides and a good win at home by Cardiff. So just quickly go through some of the best players. Lucas, who do you come up with?
As we spoke through, just as we were looking for that ball, I think we had a few there. We had Jack Lennon was definitely one of the better players on the ground, as usual suspects in Delore, Yench. Lucas Borrow was good as well. Josh Murphy kicking a few goals. And for Newcastle City, as you said, Mitch Knight coming in the game late in the game. Cam Keast kicking a few goals up forward. Jordan Harrison was quite good as well off the halfback flank. And as Stephen Scott, he said, was also exceptional.
Yeah, I thought Stephen Scott was very, very good. And look, I think full credit to both sides. I think they played out pretty well, and they certainly, even this early stage, show that they'll be there and thereabouts come finals time. But we've only got one award to give out. That's a Subway Man of the Match. And I think I agree with you. I think we'll give this one to Jack Lennon. I think he was fantastic to start with out on the centre wing. Took a vital contribution through the middle of the ground. And then even at the end, they took a great mark and kicked a great goal there to win. So I reckon a very worthy winner of the Subway Man of the Match.
There you go, Subway Morissette player of the match for round 1 in Jack Lennon.
So well done. Just got some of the other Black Diamond Cup scores just before we wrap up here. It's Terrigal Avoca 22-10-142, leading Nelson Bay 4-3-27. Wyong Lakes 19-10-124, lead Gosford 10-5-65. Maitland 12-13-85, leading Lake Macquarie 6-15-51. And Warners Bay 13-8-86, lead Killarney Vale 2-7-19. We quickly run through, we might as well do the whole scores while we're going, if you like, Lucas. So we got in the women's, back on the women's, we've got Muswellbrook 11-8-74, their first win, defeated Baddo Bay 1-1-7. Nelson Bay 20-15-135, defeated Terrigal Avoca 4 behinds. Wyong Lakes 10-8-68, defeated Gosford 2-1-13. Killarney Vale 6-9-51, defeated Warners Bay 6-5-41. Newcastle City Stars 27-26-188, defeated Port Stephens 1 behind. Newcastle City Novas 10-14-74, defeated Cardiff 1-1-7. Maitland 24-16-160, defeated Lake Macquarie a goal. And we go into the Black Diamond Plate scores. And we've got Terrigal-Avoca 28-23, 191, defeated Nelson Bay 117. Gosford 9-9-63, defeated Wyong Lake 6-7-43. Killarney Vale 15-3, 93, defeated Warners Bay 10 straight 60. Newcastle City 15-15, 105, defeated Cardiff 4-1, 25. Lake Macquarie 11-13, 79, defeated Maitland 4-7, 31. And in the final game, it was Muswellbrook 13-13, 91, defeated the entrance Baddo Bay 4-4, 34. And the last game was Singleton 16-15, 111, defeated Wallsend West Newcastle 5-6, 36. So that's the wrap-up of the scores, Lucas.
It sure is. And looking forward to next week on Bar TV, a grand final rematch. I'll be joined by David Redden at Hilton Moore Oval in East Gosford. It'll be Terrigal-Avoca hosting Cardiff.
Certainly, I'm looking forward to that game. But from just here, I'd like to thank Liam, John Isabel from Bar TV, certainly the best in the business. A really great coverage here, and I'm sure you would have enjoyed that at home. Certainly enjoyed the game here. And in the final wash-up, it was Cardiff 14-9-93, defeated Newcastle City 11-12-78. So a good 15-point win to Newcastle City. Jack Lennon was our Subway player of the match. So Lucas Holmes, thank you very much for the call today. First one back. You did very, very well. You'll be with Dave Redden next week. So good luck with that.
Thank you very much, Gary. Always great to be here with you.
And from Hillsborough Oval, I'm Gary Birkinshaw signing off for the Hunter of Vale Black Diamond Cup.